Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another session of Pathfinder with Epic and Friends. We greet you once more to say hello and, well, welcome back.
Hi, Yoshi P.
Yes, hello, Yoshi P. We know you're stealing ideas, Yoshi P. Too many coincidences, Yoshi P. Quick word of order and housekeeping for next week. We will not be having a session next week. Our dear Workson will be working at... What convention was it, buddy?
Otakon.
Otakon? If you're there, say hi to him. Not that
I'll be at registration.
Not that any of you know who he is. And not that any of you are watching.
Just listen for the guy with the bad puns and the loud mouth.
Mm-hmm.
That's everybody at Otakon.
That's probably everybody at Otakon. Second word of notice, we'll be starting a secondary campaign with Workson as our Dungeon Master on August 8th. Streaming will still be on the same channel. Uploads will still be going to YouTube. We will be joined by my in-game wife, Rian, as well. So hopefully you all enjoy that. It is not going to be set in the Final Fantasy universe. It will be set in whatever the fuck Works wants to call his world. Meh.
Meh.
The land of meh.
Anyway, special thanks to various artists who create the artwork and music that we use. I understand that none of this is creating any money. All of this falls under fair use. So, don't try to sue us. I mean, none of us are making money.
Blood from a stone.
Yep. Also, I work for the government. Good luck with that shit. Regardless, when we last left off...
I can make your account disappear. If you're on Apple.
I boycott Apple too, by the way, honey.
Oh, I didn't say you. I was saying anybody else. Say bye-bye to your clouds.
Regardless. When we last left off, the Agents of Mayhem had returned home and had begun relaxing, unwinding from the stress that had hit them after an interesting encounter in a candy shop. Read into that what you will, audience. Lady Decroix managed to procure herself a Fantasia. What she does with that is entirely up to her for the time being. Additionally, the group found that their homes had been rented out for a day or two in their absence, much to their chagrin.
I'm sorry, what?
Yes.
Who was up in my house that I need to burn?
I'll let other people explain that shit.
Blink D.
Okay, we'll have a nice, interesting. We'll have a nice, interesting conversation.
He had a nice, interesting conversation with the entire party. Regardless, we come back to them on their own homestead. 2 days later, everyone rejuvenated, relaxed. Workson, you should have all but one of your points back at this point.
Correct.
So, Agents of Mayhem, what the fuck you doing?
It's a good question.
I want explanations. Where is that little shit?
Oh, no.
Are you going off to find date?
Oh, yeah. I was out of it. I need to know what the hell is going on here.
Rowan, you find him behind the counter. He's the counter of Pandemonium, the inn. You do find that the place is incredibly busy beyond what you're used to seeing. Like, every room has been rented out. You additionally note people coming and going and a lot of working faces that you don't recognize.
I'm just gonna look around and be like, what the fuck? When did we become the hotspot?
Hi, Rowan. Date's just like shrinking a little bit. His ears are flat. A lot of
Date?
Yes.
Who was in my house?
He kind of starts going through like a little notebook. He goes, a young lady and her 4-year-old daughter. Their names were Esmeralda and Timorin.
And why did you rent out our houses?
Clerical errors.
Uh-huh.
So many people started coming in so fast. I was booking rooms, and the next thing I knew, we were full, and I had nowhere else to put people. I'm so sorry.
What the hell happened all of a sudden? I mean, why are we like a booming thing over here? We're supposed to be low-key. Just a little bit. Nothing like this.
A lot of people are coming through from Ishgard and Gridania and other locations to head over to Opernaeus and set up trading outposts as part of the festival. And we just happened to be along the way in a very convenient location.
Well, that might be good for our coffers. No more children in my house that are not my own.
I'm sorry. If it makes you feel any better, it was everybody's, including Dax. I slept underneath the counter.
Well, no, that doesn't make me feel any better. I don't want you sleeping under a counter. You're a person, not a cat. Wait a minute.
He's like... There's a moment where you're like...
You're a person and a cat, but you don't have to sleep under a counter. Yeah, I'll pet you later. You got a lot of work to do. I'm going to go outside and get some fresh air. Oh, could you have one of these strange new people bring me a bacon sandwich?
You just hear a sudden... And he goes... You see a guy like... Oh, you see an Ixel over in the bakery like waving at you, and he's got like a little... He's got like a bacon cupcake.
Okay, bacon cupcakes are good. I will go check that out. There's an Ixo serving baked goods.
Yeah, he's really good at what he does.
Well, that's good. Just I don't like feathers in my food. I'm kidding. I don't. That's just very interesting to see an Ixo. Okay.
At that point, you see a sylph just floating downstairs, like in a bakery apron. She goes, Red Walking One, I'm ready for my shift. He goes, okay, go relieve Mitzel. And just floats in.
Yeah, I'm going outside. This is a little bit strange is the word. I'm gonna just go outside. Yeah, bye.
Hi, Rowan. I'm sorry.
I thank the Ixel and I get my bacon muffin and I go outside.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like shaking my head incredulously. What the hell is going on?
At that point, you look over towards like the wooded area, and you see 5 guys ripped. A Rogadin, 2 Elizin, a Hure, and you squint for a moment and roll a perception.
So we got hot guys for me to go Argo, huh?
Mm-hmm. You look over and you're like, wait, is that... You cock your head and you have to turn it, and...
Oh no, were those the 3 guys?
They're not. You cock your head and you're like, is that... And you see a male Vera. And
It's
they're all...
Bunny Rabbit.
They're just all cutting wood together.
A rare
Just
sight.
kind of laughing and cutting up about it.
So Rowan's gonna, saunter over, eating her muffin, check out the bunny guys, check out the hot guys. Hey guys, how's it going?
They all turn, and as they do, the male Vera almost does the Makote shocked expression and zips around behind a tree.
Aww.
And then kind of leans over and he's like, hi. And you look over and his ears are straight up in the air. It adds almost a full foot of height to him. They're white all the way up with little black spots through them. Very cut, very lean, and probably about 3 inches taller than you are.
That's a tall bunny.
Without the ears.
Without the ears, he's taller than I am.
Yes.
That's a tall bunny. Seeing how I'm almost 7 feet tall.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just going to look up at him and say, hi. How's it going? Didn't mean to scare ya.
He's like, oh.
My name's Rowan.
Hi, my name is Sabin.
Pleasure to meet you. So, the wood cutting, is that for fun or are you guys working here?
Oh, we work here. We're making some extra coin as we pass through.
Oh. Okay. Lots of things have changed since I've been home last. I'm gonna have a word with that little cat.
Well, we are all temporary workers. We apologize if we are disturbing you.
Oh, no. It's just, it's lots of change in a little time, and I don't do very well with change.
That point.
I finished my muffin, and then I just take the wrapper and I burn it off into smoke.
The 5 guys who are standing there look at it burn. They're like, noted.
It wasn't meant to be intimidating. I just didn't know where a garbage can was.
Mm-hmm. It's just...
Well, you guys enjoy, and I'm just going to sit over there on my porch. If you need anything, feel free to come on over. I don't really have cold stuff, but, and I walk away.
They just kind of nod. They're like... And as they're walking away, they look at each other, and they're like all of them kind of swallow visibly. They're just maybe we should go today.
Works in the background, just lining up, It's a bad night.
As you're walking through, though, you start heading towards your house, and you look behind it, and you can see there's a relatively large farmhouse now behind your property, and 2 farm fields. One of them is fully bloomed with corn.
Well, it's not our property, so wow, I'm yeah. This place is becoming very busy. Very busy
point,
indeed.
You see a female Rogaden just kind of wave at you from the porch of the farmhouse, got a little glass of iced tea.
I will be neighborly and wave right back.
She goes, Ron, how are you doing?
I'm doing well, and I'm sorry, do I know you?
Did Dak... I thought you were around when I talked with everybody. I'm Lavender Mouse.
Oh. Okay, I know who you are now. Yeah. I'm sorry, I've been a little bit out of it since coming home. It's just been a very stressful time, so I'm just now kind of taking in all the changes that are happening here.
I have a bushel of potatoes and a couple of zucchini if you would like them.
Oh, that actually sounds really good. Certainly, if you don't mind, sure.
She just kind of sets the cup down, turns around. And you actually see her like she picks up this little basket, and by the size of it and the way it's full and separated, it's probably like 20 pounds of vegetables. And she walks over and hands it to you, and each of these potatoes is like that perfect, almost like what you'd see in a cartoon shape. Like each one's probably about half a pound, and then the zucchini are all nice, long, thick, perfect for cooking.
I think I'll be roasting zucchinis and potatoes tonight.
Yeah.
It's always good. I'm trying to think about what to rotate into the other field. As you know,
Bacon. No.
as you know, with the
Sorry.
way that I and Arcelis and others like us work, we just pump aether into things and they grow.
Yeah, you might want to make sure you keep me and my aether away, because I will things and I have a really bad thumb.
She laughs and goes, I'll keep it in mind. Let me know if you ever want flowers or another tree around your home.
I will. I definitely will. Thank you. I guess she really did want to just be a farmer.
I just want a quiet life now. Away from everything else.
Yeah, I don't think quiet lives are going to be in the card for me for a while. But I hope that you enjoy and get a chance to relax and wind down.
Well, I'll see what I can do. And don't worry, I'll keep an eye on your place, make sure no one else goes in.
Yes, I appreciate it. Just, I mean, I understand what happened. Just a little, disconcerting finding your stuff moved, and when you really just came home to relax and then you find all this craziness around you.
She just laughs a little and says, "Oh, I understand.
Well, I won't keep you from your day. Actually, I'm still hungry."
She laughs again. Well, I hope you enjoy.
Well, thank you. I'm gonna go back and get some more food. I probably should have gotten more than one muffin.
She laughs again and starts walking back inside.
Yeah, because you can see that all of a sudden, like, Rowan has just gotten, like, really distracted because she's hungry. She's been resting. She hasn't been eating much. She needs more bacon. I guess I'm gonna look for works.
Don't sound too excited about that.
And make him buy me a sandwich. That's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, that's it.
Works is sitting on top of his roof.
I just look up at him. I'm like, okay. You want to buy me some lunch? Get your butt down here.
All right. Climbs down the ladder he put up the other day.
Yeah, don't
really
think I'm
makeshift
climbing
ladder.
up that ladder. Nope. I mean,
I said I'm climbing down.
fly. I know, but I'm just saying, don't think I'm ever going up that ladder. I mean, I could fly, but, I ain't climbing ladders and shit.
Well, unfortunately, the view isn't too amazing, but it's quiet up there.
Well, considering everything around here is, like, crazy as hell.
Eh. So what do you want? Bacon, or bacon?
All of the above.
Bacon it is. Let's go.
And something cold to drink. Maybe like some strawberry lemonade or raspberry lemonade. That would go good. Or maybe all three. I don't know.
Okay, so you guys are heading over to Pandemonium?
Yep.
Yeah, we're gonna go back to Pandemonium.
Okay. You walk in to the bar area, and you can see that there are two men standing behind the counter. Their backs are currently turned, and they look like they're going over stock of the bar. One of them is tall and redheaded. The other one is of middling height with shoulder-length black hair. And they're both dressed like in bartender attire.
I'm being paid. Skip. So Rowan's gonna look at and be like, just look at work. So I'm like, I'm sorry, there's so many people here.
It's a little overwhelming.
I think we need a vacation from our time off.
Both of you roll a perception as you like come in and start talking.
I'm getting attacked by Lancelot, aren't I?
The two of you like you see like this audible, not really an audible, like a visible, like their heads suddenly cock and their bodies shoot up. At the sound of your voices.
Whose heads?
The two guys behind the bar.
Okay.
You didn't hear the description of them at all, did you?
I'm thinking I said I'm thinking it's Lancelot. It's gonna pop out at me. The red hair and the dark. Wait a minute. Because I'm thinking the redhead being Percy, but I might be wrong at this point.
So,
okay, Ark. Who are the bartenders?
I mean, you don't see their faces yet. You see their backs.
Okay. So I'm going to go up to the bar. Hey, how's it going? No, not like that, but you know.
You actually, as you approach them like, hello, to them they turn around and it's actually a pair of females.
Oh, shoot. Okay.
However, they could, from behind, they could very easily pass for Percival and Lancelot. From the front, they have more like heart-shaped faces. They appear to be very early 20s. Both of them kind of smile at you. The short one that you mistook for Lancelot is incredibly chesty, like unnaturally so.
To the point that they might fall over and bounce back up?
To the point that you're fairly certain they're stuffing. And they're very purposefully wearing the uniform to expose a bit of skin.
I'm just going to look over at Works right now and see what he's doing.
Is sitting there thinking what he wants to eat or drink because, God, is he thirsty?
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, I am.
I'm just going to take a seat.
Okay. The redhead, like, pulls her hair back and ties it in a ponytail. It's just, welcome to Pandemonium. My name is Claire. My partner here is Des Moines. What can we get for you?
Lemonade. I'm just like looking at him like, yeah. I'll just take some lemonade. Maybe some strawberries.
Very well. Des Moines, would you go take care of that? And for you, sir? You see the smaller one scamper off.
I'll take a lemonade with strawberries.
Des Moines, too. She just nods and like pulls out these little mason jar glasses. Sets them down.
So Rowan settles down and she looks over at Works and says, so, I know that we've rested, but I think we need a vacation from resting. Oh my god, this place is busy.
Yeah. Well, before we do that, we need money, though.
Oh, okay, what's the plan? Where are we going now?
Remember that tunnel job that came in a while back before shit hit the fan?
Oh, the one that you said you would not do because you didn't want to go back underground in Old Dot ever again?
The same.
Okay. So I take it you've given up on the ever again, and that's the now event.
Money's a powerful object.
You suddenly hear another voice cut through, and you hear, Claire! I need you on the prep station! And she goes, well, who's covering the bar? I am! Get back here! And she just puts the last...
Do you remember when there was nobody in this bar? It was just us. It was our bar.
Yeah. It's still our bar. Well, technically Tard's bar, but
And then you suddenly,
bars by association.
You suddenly hear another voice goes, technically it's mine, and you see Skulls standing there, like, cleaning the
As a
glass.
person?
As a person.
And Rowan is going to just pop up and hug the shit out of him.
You still feel hair. You feel fur.
Nice glamour. How's it going?
He's like, it's going well. Very well.
That's good. I'm going to let go of you now before I get smacked in the back of the head with a book.
He just laughs.
And then I just sit down and I'm like, okay, so,
Just kind of brings up a hand and kind of runs it back through his hair for a second. The glamour kind of moving with it. And he goes, oh, well, I'm glad that you two have come back home, and that you're safe, and that everyone seems to be hale and healthy.
Healthier.
Aside from,
Oh.
a few mental scars.
A few mental scars? Did they tell you what those bastards did to me?
To be fair, Rowan, this is the first time that I've talked to you in quite a while.
Yes, this is very true.
Was more
Help me.
speaking,
You didn't see when we got out of that place.
Indeed, my lady did not tell me what happened to you. I was speaking primarily from her perspective.
Well, it was definitely the worst few days of my entire life.
He goes, you're not sure how he does it, but he somehow picks the glass up with a paw and tilts it over and pours you a shot and pushes it in front of you.
Okay. Thank you. I was just going to enjoy some lemonade, but I'll take the shot.
Not anything. It's, to be honest, the bar is Lady Dacquoise. I just happen to run it. I don't think she would mind if I give you a drink or two on the house. The Edrin maybe, but Dacquoise no.
This is very true, but let's not get in trouble with anybody. So
laughs.
So Rowan tosses back the drink.
What was that, Gato?
Seeing as Tart, is the house.
He just stands there and says, so, off to Ulda, are you?
Yes, we get to go back under. We're going back underground now. Because technically we just came out of catacombs.
Such is the life of us.
You see him, think for a second, and he goes, well, you started out in a cave, then Seems to be a recurring theme with you all.
We've been
Yeah,
engaged in
I'm
entirely
done
too
with
much.
being out from under the ground there. It's ridiculous.
Just smiles a little bit. Well, you'll be happy to know that while Master Dole is running around a bit raggedly these days, trying to manage everything, we do have some good help. And Master Arcelis, until his return from Gridania, seemed to be in much higher spirits.
Until Gridania.
Until after Gridania. He's been very quiet since he came back.
Huh.
Lost in thought.
Well, I did hide for a couple of days in my own home, so I understand that.
He nods. I owe the bastard 500 gil, though.
What, you lose a bet?
He points over to the billiards table.
I would have think that anybody would have learned by now. Don't play games with the Tila clan because, well, you know, the deck is always stacked against you.
You would think he would have learned. Doesn't help that he hustled me.
Oh, come on. The man's got charisma dripping out of his ass. Of course he'll do it easy enough.
Is that really the analogy you want to go with?
That's exactly the analogy I'm going with. Why?
At that
Ew.
point,
I can think of a few other places it could be dripping from, but okay.
you see Skull, like, lift an eyebrow, and he goes, I've caught her looking, and I've looked a few times.
You know, there's nothing wrong with looking. No touching. I mean, okay, he undressed me one time, but I was passed out.
I imagine now that, like, Kato is sitting there. You've got Skull, Rowan works, and Kato all sitting there, and Rowan says this. And Skull just busts out laughing.
Where's Ark? I need to have a very, very
You do
long...
not need to, you do not need to have any talk. Nothing happened. I was falling down drunk in Gridania. He put me in bed and made sure I was comfortable. Relax. Jeez.
Skull goes, and I seem to remember a certain other member of the A tribe undressing you, Worksend.
Oh, I just looks at works. What?
Was I drunk?
You were unconscious.
Yeah. No, that's probably why I don't remember who it was.
Uh-huh. So? Where's Jam?
Oh god, it was Jam, wasn't it?
That's when you woke up at the coffin.
Oh yeah, that's right. God, that feels like it was forever ago.
Almost 2 years.
God. After that did happen, after I took that pill from Gaius. That was a weird night.
Yeah.
Even by our current standards, that was a weird night.
I don't remember much of that night because I took a drink and then I passed out cold because I was yelling at Brahm and then I told him give me a heavy shot and boy was it a heavy shot.
Yeah, I took a pill that made me pass out on impact.
I mean, I heard this.
Was Brahm charging.
I saw the morning effect of it. I heard, but you know.
Apparently, someone was in the bondage.
Well, you know.
Skull's like,
No.
is there something wrong with that?
Rowan just starts rubbing her nose like, nope, we're not getting involved in that. Nope.
No, you just see Skull, like, dead face, look at you and says, there's something wrong with bondage?
Oh, not at all. I seem to enjoy it, but I don't know how much he likes to be on the bottom. And Rowan just like, oh my god!
Works went from, you know, works went from like, yeah, to, oh no.
Well,
At that point, you see Adol has walked in with like a little tray of sandwiches, and like you say that, and his face just turns as red as his hair, and he goes, sets
You
them on
know-
the counter and just whoosh, out the door.
Yeah, that's a mood.
Looks after Dayton. Goes, considering his family members, considering his father, you think he'd have a little bit of a thicker skin than that.
Skull just shrugs. He goes,
He's just, don't get me wrong, I love him to death. He's a sweetheart. But you'd think he could take some more, sexual ribbing. Come on. Look at his father. Come on. Look at the man's father. And all the kids. So.
Skull's like,
Yeah, let's
there's a
let's
black sheep in every family.
Yeah, Skull, can you get her a pitcher of water, please?
I am not drooling. I am not doing anything other than pointing out the fact. There's not one bad-looking male or female member of that family. You've even said that before, Kato.
Yeah, but Kano's always thirsty.
You're one to talk.
Hey, his thirst is quenched.
Tink. Your lemonade.
Very quenched.
The little female Lancelot runs out and pours your drinks for you and then runs back.
Rowan takes a peek at the sandwiches.
You see that there are tuna fish, egg salad, bacon, lettuce, tomato, various arrangements.
So I'm going to take a tuna fish one and a BLT and get rid of the tomato and put it on the tuna fish.
Well, you take a look at the BLT for the first time, you're like, this looks a little strange. When you open it up and you see it's like a slice of romaine lettuce with a fried green tomato on it, honey drizzled bacon, and then what appears to be some sort of spicy mayo.
Yeah, she'll just take a BBB.
I take the piece of bacon out, I put it on the tuna fish with another piece of the lettuce, and I push the tomato away and start eating.
Okay.
Oh, I think her tomato adds to my sandwich.
Okay.
Mama don't like tomatoes.
Regardless, and Skull goes, so, when are you all thinking of heading out?
Alright, is there anyone here who actually knows what's going on with this tunnel job? I just know we have to go there, uncover shit, probably do what we do best and kick some ass, and then reap the rewards.
Probably Hunt, but he's probably off swimming somewhere.
I think
Maybe it
I
has to do with
still
money.
have the letter.
Oh, cool.
Just rummages through his bag for that letter.
Oh, give me a second.
He rummages and Ark goes running away.
Well, I don't think we
I
know
see
about
you
what
looking at my ass, Rowan.
I can't even see your ass. I'm sorry. I turned around, looked at all I saw was your arm leaving the frame. Go ahead, turn around, shot the ass if you want to.
No thanks.
My son is probably like, "What the fuck are they doing?"
I mean,
If
to be
that's
fair,
the
that's
first thing he's
all
ever
the
heard you
time.
say.
I mean, he heard you talking about bondage just a minute ago.
Nah.
Please, it's something there. Her friend's probably like, okay, they're playing D&D. I need to put hit the very heavy noise canceling headphones.
Okay. Kato. The letter reads, to the agents of Mayhem, on the 24th of the previous month, during repair and renovation of Ul'dah's infrastructure, post-Anima's assault of the capital, dig teams uncovered a sprawling tunnel network below the city. Excavators and city planners are eager to begin examining the caverns in detail for city expansion and mining operations. Prior to this, Raban and Lola Rito, with approval from Ulda Syndicate, would like a contingent of tested adventurers to map the tunnels and ensure their safety. The Brass Blades, familiar with your work and capability, extend an offer of 6,000 gil to your group. If you accept, please return to Ulda and notify Memoji. She will put you in contact with our representative. Signed, Captain Tipper.
Okay, so he looks over the letter. So this was we got this letter like a year ago almost, probably at this point,
No,
right?
we got it like 2 months ago, maybe 3.
So the letter says we need to go talk to Momodi about, and she'll get us in contact with whoever we need to be in contact with for this. But it's basically just mapping and clearing out whatever might be in there that might not have the best intentions.
Okay. As long as I get to stop at the Thermitage Guild and poke the little potatoes in there and see my mama cat.
We'll probably have time for that while they're getting things prepared.
Okay.
Well, the good thing is we don't have to worry about travel time.
Are you planning on... Are we planning... Oh, we're gonna teleport.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, you think I'd be more used to this by now?
Alright.
Okay, so that still begs the question. When are we leaving?
Well, he puts his finger to his ear. Womp, womp, womp. Hey guys,
Yes.
team meeting in Pandemonium?
I'll be there shortly.
Alrighty.
Yeah, I'll be there soon. I was just doing some paperwork. Sorry.
We're going to discuss
Roger.
the Ulda job.
Alright.
Camille seems to be in better... Camilla. What am I calling her again? Cam seems to be in better spirits. Sorry.
Yeah. Good.
I was kind of in my old world in Gridania, so I'm like all out of touch with everything right now.
We all were. Off in our own little world.
Shortly enough, Deck kind of jogs into the bar area. She's a Makote, and her tail's all fussed up and kind of out of breath, like she'd actually run here.
One's up like third tuna fish bacon sandwich.
I'm here.
You see Skull just look down at you. It's like just a glass of water.
Looking for what might be the hat. Because...
Yeah, she's got like a hairband on.
Okay.
When she's not looking around, snatches the headband.
Please, can I have that back?
No, I missed my tart.
She's got her hands up like.
Rowan, don't tease her.
I'm not teasing her.
She
I-
is your
I-
landlord, so I'd suggest giving it back.
I'll give it back, but I missed my tart. I hand it back to her.
She just puts it on and she doesn't turn back into a Makote. She just kind of like goes over to a bar stool and looks at it and sighs and climbs up into it.
You know what we need to make? We need to make mechanical rising bar stool.
That costs skill we don't have.
It would be easier to just get some lawless stools.
that has its own issues. Sorry.
I've arrived. What's up?
We were gonna talk about this Ul'dah job we got a letter about.
At that point, you see Skull blow Fiona a kiss.
Oh, that was Cam.
But he does nothing.
Okay, Cam got one too.
That just downs her water.
Fog shows up in a little bit, mostly dry. I haven't taken time to actually try and dry off before going into the inn/bar.
Squish, squish, squish.
That's why I said mostly dry. It's probably mostly pale.
Please don't track water on the carpet. That's a
See-
recipe for bad smells.
You just see Skull just eyes narrow at Yedrin as she comes in.
Rowan prestidigitates Hunt completely dry. Just to avoid any bad stares or issues.
Just inhale, exhale. Okay.
I need to find that bunny, by the way.
What bunny?
Skull goes, Sabin?
Oh, yeah.
It's a good
I don't
worker.
know. I've never seen a bunny before.
He's a
I
good-
might have to touch his ears.
Cottontail.
Just,
Oh, yeah, but I've never seen a male one.
You're
Wait,
not
what?
You're not supposed to, from what I hear.
I'm not gonna. I'm just kidding. I'm just, being silly. What was in that shot? No.
Also, thank you, woman. And so after a certain point, it's really hard to make sure you dry it off enough.
Is a ring of prestidigitation a thing?
Not cheap.
There
I'm
are
about to spare the 2,500 gil.
there are cloaks that give you the ability to, like I'm wearing.
just
I mean,
see Skull
if you really want him to have the ring, I'll buy him the ring for her birthday. But it's just a snap of the fingers.
I mean, that way she can do it herself and not track water everywhere. Although at this point I'm surprised it's not just constantly pouring from her ears.
Ears?
You know what I mean.
Where's Fiona?
Ramon is bored and absentmindedly rubbing Works' horn for some reason.
I was taking stock of everything, just to make sure nothing was just play.
Thank you.
Okay, so I found the letter that we got about the Ul'dah tunnels, and basically they want us to map and clear what might be down there. Fiona, are you any good at mapping?
To be quite honest, I may be sitting this one out. I have rather a lot of work to do. I will accompany you as far as Ul'dah.
Alright. Anybody else have experience with cartography?
They didn't teach
I have
that
some.
in Thermitage skills, so I burn paper.
Yeah.
Oh, Kim, you have some. Good. You're coming, right?
Of course I am. You sent me out there to get stuff arranged, didn't we?
Did we?
Yes, you
I
did.
look over at Kato. I'm like, I don't know. I have no clue what's going on. I swear my brain has been dead for 2 days.
All I can remember are names at this point.
Yeah.
And yes, Cam was sent off to see on the status and if it was still available to us, and let them know we're on going in that direction. If I remember.
So what
Well, I
did
mean,
you,
this butthead here is back to being ready to go. So
Yeah, 90%.
so what did you hear, Cam?
We've got like 2 weeks left, according to Myas.
So we'll want to go sooner rather than later.
Like now.
Oh, definitely.
Well, we have Aetherite travel at least.
Yeah, and the letter says to talk to Modi when we get there, and she'll get us in touch with the proper people.
Rowan looks outside, trying to gauge what time of day it is.
By your estimate, probably about 2.
So
Well, I say we,
So,
Get
anybody up
packed
for
up
dinner
and-
in Old Town?
yo.
I say we get packed up and wait to depart until the morning. Sleep in our own beds for one more night.
Well, the thing is, if we leave now and have supper there and tell them we're there, that gives them the night to make sure all the preparations on their end are done.
Besides, it might be quieter in the quicksand than it is here right now. That Rowan just chuckles.
Yeah, because everyone from there is here.
As long as I have enough time to say goodbye to Date, I'll be fine.
Okay, so get packed up. We'll leave in an hour.
Alright.
Already on it.
On the subject of the Adventurers Guild, since we brought up Momodi, should I be speaking with the liaison they sent?
Hmm.
Oh, I totally forgot about that. Ugh.
It's quite alright, Dag. I can take care of that and let you all go on your way.
If you're sure.
Absolutely. My business is not nearly so time sensitive. And hold on, so I
Alright.
can come a day or so later.
Hey, Fionn.
Yes, dear?
Where's your Camilla token?
That's a good question.
I'm sitting here like, where the fuck is this thing?
Wait. Actually, shit. Got a point. Cam shouldn't even be here right now.
Well, not only that, like, if she's going to Ulda, I need to have that for the maps and shit, and you don't have a default, so I'm like, can you ping that to me so I can get it uploaded?
Sure. Well, she does have the token on her sheet still, as a profile picture.
Well, there's that, but it's not set as her default token, so it won't drag over. Okay, well,
So it's
crisis
perfect, right?
averted.
Anyway, that does bring up an interesting issue.
Which is...
Evening.
That Cam shouldn't even be here.
Hand wave.
Or hand
Yeah.
wave, or that entire conversation could be over link shell easy enough, because I'm pretty sure she has one with us.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Link shell then?
Thanks, Joe.
Link show, that works.
Yeah.
So is it just us? Is Art coming along, or is it just the core group of the Agents of Mayhem?
-1.
Well, minus Fionn. Yes, I apologize. My apologies.
Skull says with a chuckle.
I'd rather not.
She'll be with us in
bother-
spirit.
I'd rather not bother Ark right now. He's off on errands. Errands is the word.
No, Rowan just looks over at Dak and just like cocks an eyebrow.
He's off getting some supplies that I need.
Okay, so I don't need that sense motive. So, is Ark okay?
As okay as Ark usually is.
Yeah, I was gonna say, define okay.
Yes, please.
He just needs some space.
That was more Rowan. Just define what you mean by, is he okay? 'Cause
Well, I mean-
that is very different for him.
The last thing that I fully 100% remember was that he was going to go see Kanisana, and then, my brain kind of took a vacation.
Well, there's no local thunderstorms right now, so he's okay.
Okay.
Okay, Fion's going to take care of the Adventurers Guild liaison. We're gonna go get ready for an hour and just meet at Momodi's.
Yep, sounds good.
Alright.
Indeed. I'll catch you there.
Thank you, Cam. Dak adjusts the headband a little bit and pops into Makote and steps down out of the stool and heads out.
Skull just heads in the back.
Car's gonna stuff a bunch of those sandwiches in his face before he goes off to...
There's a lovely fried chicken and elderberry jam sandwich in there that is rather tasty.
Sounds good. Shit.
grabs it and munches as he walks back to
It's on a nice
his place.
it's on a nice sourdough, toasted sourdough.
Yeah, goes and smooches the hell out of Date.
He's over at the counter. He's like, not really paying any attention. He's like, and the smooching happens, and he can't focus anymore.
Yes! Goals.
Is actually going to just grab her bag and she's going to automatically teleport to Ul'dah. She's not going to wait.
Okay.
And she's gonna tell Deck's gonna tell Date basically, like they're heading to Ul'dah and on a job, and you know, she's got a bunch of papers taken care of in the one of the back rooms of the house.
He just nods and goes, "All right, honey. It's always really good to see you. I hope you stay safe, and I can't wait for you to come back."
Take care. I love you. And she, like, cups his face and kisses him before she scampers off.
And he's just like, as you run off, he's like, "I love you too."
She can hear it with her Makote ears.
Oh my god, I'm gonna throw things from across the freaking compound at you.
Rock fist.
I mean, it's got 100 on it, so for range.
God, well, I'm like 50 feet up in the air on this tower, so.
God, she's gonna don't make her play Crash the Castle.
That is just putting his astroscope and whatnot inside and then popping.
Okay. So Kato and Rowan are already in Ul'dah. Yedrin Works, what are you two doing?
Well, Orc's probably just about ready, getting the rest of his armor on, and teleports.
I was gonna say probably mostly the same thing, making sure everything's in order, and then poofing away.
Alright. So everyone has poofed at this point, with the exception of, I believe, Dak.
Dax just taking her time to get things together and take things out of her bag.
Mhm.
Otherwise, she just poofs on out. She doesn't have anything she
Before
really
you
needs to
go.
take care of. Just
Are there any
cancel.
special considerations that you'd like me to consider when I meet with Father Isom?
I'm honestly not sure. I don't know what exactly they need. Or how it's even gonna go.
Very well. I shall do my best to work with your interests in mind.
Thank you, Fiona.
You're welcome. Take care. Be safe.
I will. Always am. Ooh, pretty.
As you all poof in, do you realize that you're standing in where the old Aetheryte was? You look around, the Aetheryte has been rebuilt. It's definitely more like almost a solid cylinder now, slowly rotating around with little metal constructions kind of gyroscoping around it with smaller Aetherites connected to it, all of them sort of gleaming and glistening. As you look up, you can see it makes this shadow of a almost like a planetarium effect on the ceiling. And you look around, you can see all this new sandstone construction and lots of more greenery all over the place. It's definitely been beautified since the last time you were here. And you can see the streets are more full, and a lot of the walls were breached and open, and they look to be expanding outward.
Interesting.
It's good to see that they're rebuilding at least.
What are you trying to look at, Ron?
I am looking to see if there's still any more of the the Garleans and their little Magitech tools moving around and pushing around like there were last time.
You look and you can see down one alley, and you have to look real hard. You actually see a brass blade and a Garlean kind of chit-chatting, and the Garlean is like holding up a gun blade and is like talking about it to him. Like the two are just
Okay.
the guard's like, huh? And like, yeah, okay. It's just looking over, and the Garlean's showing off how it works.
Yeah, if only that could happen. And
You cut out.
I was saying, if only that could happen in like in more places than just one, maybe we wouldn't have to worry about the Garlean war. And Rowan just like waves at everybody. I'll be back in a few minutes, and heads over toward the Thermituge Guild.
Okay, so you start walking over to the Thermituge Guild.
Yep.
What are you looking for over there?
I am looking for my mama.
All right.
Cam passes by Rowan and waves.
Rowan waves back.
As you start walking in there, Rowan, you take a few minutes to look around. The halls of Nalthal are actually surprisingly empty today. You see the little Lalafell receptionist at the front. She's like half dozed off. A steaming cup of coffee just kind of sat down beside her, but she apparently nodded off before anything happened. You look around and you see one of the Lalafell quintuplets? Is that the word?
Well, there's 5 of them, so yeah, quintuplets.
Quintuplets. Just kind of standing there with his back to the rest of the hall, and is currently looking over a book.
Rowan's gonna look over to see who it is and say hi.
God damn it. Coco Beanie?
Cocoa Bean.
Yeah, he goes, "Oh, hello, Mr. Darksbane. How can I help you?"
I was looking for Mama Cat. Coco, where is everybody? And you realize the receptionist is a little dozy out there? What's up?
Overwork these last couple of days. A number of them are out on different supply runs. We ran low on Aether recently, so many of us are heading out to pick up new supplies and the like. Otherwise, well, your mother cat, as you so eloquently put it, is out heading off to Silda. Apparently they had some trouble with a couple of golems going haywire and attacking the town, so she's tending to the wounded.
Is everything okay?
Nothing that a few passing adventurers couldn't take care of. I think it took around 10, 12 of them to take the two down. No fatalities, a couple of injuries.
Okay. That seems unusual for golems do we know where the golems came from?
Well, usually there are golems that earth elementals will build up over time, so it's not technically unheard of for them to gather the way they did. These two were unnaturally large, though, and they seem to have been reacting to something in the area. With her being a conjurer, we were hoping that she might quell whatever anger any elementals in the area might have. Or rather, that was her explanation. We were just going to burn everything.
No. You know, burning everything is not always the answer, says the Black Mage. Yes, I know.
He just looks at you. He's like, eyebrow raise.
Okay, I've only wanted to burn 2 city-states down to the ground the last couple of months, okay? Only 2. I didn't do it.
He goes, right. Well, I didn't mean just burn the fields. I just meant burn the golems and, break it apart. Plant a few more guards.
Has Mama Cat come back and said anything about the elementals? Because we do have a member of our group who is what do they call them? A hearer, a speaker. She's got elemental friends.
Hearers. Regardless, no, she hasn't come back yet. She's still tending to wounded.
When is she due back? Has she checked in?
She let us know she was there and let us know that she had set to work. She went out there yesterday. So she'll probably be there for a week. Usually whenever something like this happens or someone gets hurt, she heads out that direction.
I don't like the fact about them, the unusually large golems and my Mama Cat being there.
Well, the golems are taken care of at this point.
That we know of.
That we know of, but usually when a golem of any unusual size comes up, we don't see another one for several years. But who knows, with the calamity, things are really out of whack.
Which is my point exactly, so... Alright, well, we're gonna be I'm going into the tunnels with my group. We're gonna be doing some mapping. If anything comes up or happens, please send me word.
I can do that. I won't worry about it. This all seemed very routine. Well, as routine as that gets.
I don't find anything being very routine lately. Everything that's supposed to be simple has been a real pain in the ass.
Well, sometimes that's life. Sometimes Sometimes you're the bee that's stinging someone else in the cheek, and other times you're the cheek.
What is in your coffee today?
He kind of looks down and he goes, "Don't tell anybody I spiked mine with elixir."
Yeah, that's why I asked. I grew up with you people. I know you people. I'm gonna go to the quicksand now.
He kind of just waves.
And Rowan just walks out, shaking her head like, "Oh, Mama Cat."
As you start walking, a youngish-looking man falls in line right beside you with his hands in his pockets and just starts walking the way with you.
A youngish looking man, okay.
Mm-hmm. About 16, you would guess.
Rowan just looks over at him and says, hello?
A very deep voice comes out of him and he goes, "Are you sure it's wise to completely ignore this at this time? You and your group have seen such odd things lately."
Actually, I look at him like, okay, so which Asian are you? And
He just laughs and he goes, "The same one as always."
the good one or her husband?
He just blinks. He goes, "Oh, well. Glad to know that's what I've been reduced to, husband."
Oh. Well, gee, I don't know. After you laughing at my heartache, I really, that's really all you're lucky I even remember that you're the good one's husband.
He goes, "Well deserved. I am an asshole."
You're an Asian. I think it's part of your makeup.
My wife is not an asshole.
No, that's why I said she's the good one.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You can't just reduce us all to
Okay.
assholes because I'm an asshole.
I separate your wife from that group. I like your wife. The rest of you, I'm not too fond of. So as far as I'm concerned, your wife is a good person and not an Asian. You're an Asian asshole. So,
He just holds up a finger and he's like, "Point."
thank you. Now, what is it you've heard?
Nothing really.
Because
No.
I don't find that to be very comforting in any way, shape, or form. And I would like to have it checked out, but I don't know how much of a time crunch I'm on at the moment.
He shrugs his shoulders and he goes, "I don't know anything about this one. I'm just asking. Because at this point, I find you and yours to be relatively fascinating. I know that any confluence of aether in any location has a tendency to make what you all call elementals run a little wild. But this one, not my doing, not any Asian doing that I can think of, and I don't think it's a remnant of the calamity."
I don't either. The elements talked at one point of an oncoming storm. So obviously something is going on, and if we're getting abnormally large rock golems, something has to be going on, and this is not just
Well,
it's not just here.
Remember, it's being called abnormally launched from a Lalafell.
Well, this is true. A dog is abnormally large to these idiots sometimes.
He just kind of laughs. Though they are.
And I don't mean like, I just mean like, did you just call me adorable?
No, I said they're adorable.
Oh, they're adorable, yeah. And you just want to smack them in the head several times. I know I have.
Homer just is like laughing at this point. He's just like,
I am so glad that I entertain you.
no, it's just, he's just like, it is refreshing to hear someone of your kind be honest with me for once.
Well, considering you guys can watch us from the shadows and be anywhere, if I were to say anything that I wasn't actually thinking, you would call me out on it anyway. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong.
I wouldn't call you out on it because I find it entertaining to watch you struggle through your own webs of lies. But eventually, yes.
See, here's the thing. Lying is a waste of time.
He looks up
And
and thinks.
I can be too lazy to lie anyway. You know how much you have to fucking remember? I can't remember what I had for breakfast this morning. I tell you what I had for lunch, but not for breakfast.
He just kind of nods a little. So, yeah, that's fair.
I mean, besides, do I really want to have you lording something over me by knowing something because I slipped and lied about something? That would just be ridiculous.
He just goes, I mean, I could lord knowledge over you now. I don't feel like it. It's kind of...
I'm sure you can because, you're an Ascian.
He just kind of
and you're an asshole Ascian who's been around for thousands of years, right?
He's like, yeah, it's like, where's the fun in it? It's like picking on a child.
Well, to you, we're children anyway, and you pick on us no matter what, so where's the logic in what you just said?
No.
In the blink of an eye, this generation is gone, and you're still here, so we're children, and you're picking on us still. How's that logic fit?
He goes, no, I don't pick on you. I try to gently lead you to what's best for you.
Which is what? What's best? What's best for us? From an Ascian standpoint, tell me that.
Confluence.
Bowen just looks at him like, I'm sorry, what?
I'm sorry, wrong word. Convergence is what's best for you. It's what's best for all
And
of us.
what are we supposed to converge with?
Everything.
So we're all supposed to become one and sing Kumbaya and be happy for it all. Are we even going to be around if we all do this?
In a form.
So what's best for us is total destruction, so you get what you want.
Not really what I want. I mean, a high possibility it'd kill me too.
Then, silly question. Why would we all want what's good for us to kill all of us?
It's a difficult process to explain, and one that would require an ample amount of time right now. Time that I don't have. I'm delivering this body because my wife really, really felt bad for this kid.
And have you any emotions for the dead body that you're delivering to the family who's lost their child?
Well, I'm more just taking it to a graveyard. Kid's parents are already dead. Died in a Malja raid.
And the beast tribes are out and fighting. I just had the really best muffin from an Ixo. If only everybody can get along. But then again, that would be very boring for you, wouldn't it? Because you'd have nothing to try to coerce into doing something into your conjoining where we all die.
Not really. Apernaeus is one of my favorite places.
Yes, Apernaeus is quite nice.
Yes, all the beast tribes get along wonderfully there.
Yes, I'm just saying, too bad it can't be everywhere, because then you wouldn't have any chaos to reap or so.
We'll find something else to do. I mean, it's easy enough to piss off the city-states.
All the city-states themselves are pretty much just powder kegs ready to explode. You've got the Syndicate here, you've got the civil war between the Duskwites and everybody else.
Remind me to.
And then you got.
He goes, remind me to tell you the story of how I started a war between two city-states over a card game.
I'm gonna go to the thing now. You could tell me that at another time. Yeah, sure, no problem. I just need to go now.
He just, in all due seriousness, I actually came for a very specific reason.
And that is?
He bows and he says, I apologize. I was an asshole. I did not think of your emotions and how you felt in that moment. And while I am antagonistic towards you and your group, that does not give me the excuse to torment you in that moment.
I've been tormented so many times before that moment. That it's what you did just really all you did was just add like fodder to the flames.
And it was unnecessary and cruel, and I apologize.
Especially because you as Asians actually know love and experience it, which I still find a little strange. I'm not gonna lie.
Because just like you.
Just like us, just like, yeah, I know, except, you live in this aether stream and you live forever. One would think after a while you'd be bored with all emotions and just figure out playing around. But if you love your wife, you're doing something nice for your wife, can you not see that I was doing the right thing?
No, you were completely doing the right thing.
Although,
This is why I'm apologizing to you. I let my own inadequacy at being beaten at my own game by you and your group back in Wolda get the better of me. I acted childishly.
I tell you what, that's not be the first time our group is going to beat you.
Depends if I can continue doing things or not.
Well, we'll see how it goes.
There it goes.
But I thank you for your apology. I do have to find my group.
Mm-hmm. By the way, tell the little one, cucumbers do not get planted with tomatoes. Plant basil.
Okay. Gardening tips from an Asian. Okay, she's gonna love that. Let me tell you.
That was my job for I don't even know how many years.
So y'all had jobs before you became these everlasting beings that live in the Aethernet.
He stops and looks at you and goes, did you think Hummer was my name?
I don't know anything about you people. Other than you like to inhabit the souls of people, and you basically now you want all of us to converge and die.
Exist in a different form, but whatever.
It exists in a different form where we're not going to be who we are, so we might as well just say we're dead.
Kind of strokes his chin.
You can't fault even that logic. I mean, I am not a logical person. I'm not the most brilliant beam in the sun, but think about it.
I get it. We just I'll let someone else explain that.
Maybe the next time I see your wife, I'll ask her for some more.
She's not going to want to explain it. You'll have to get a bigger asshole than me to explain it.
And there's a hierarchy of assholes, I take it?
He kind of holds up his hand and he goes, okay, there's 13 of us with titles. Hammer and Fandaniel are titles. They're job positions, essentially. And that's how we refer to each other. So there's another 11 of us with titles very similar. The rest of us, most of us call ourselves by numbers. You get people like Cups, Spade, Heart, Diamond, Swords. I think you've met 9.
See the one decided that wearing the sultana would be a good idea.
I just did that to talk to you. Anyway, I have taken enough of your time now, I believe.
If you see your wife, tell her you said hello.
I will. I'll let you know. And again, my deepest apologies. I'm completely in the wrong here. And no, my wife did not put me up to this. I realized that I was an insufferable prick.
Well, I appreciate your apology. I appreciate that you're doing this task for friend Daniel, and I do hope that you're not always an insufferable prick. We can get past this convergence thing and actually talk like normal people, and where we can find out a little bit more about you and yours.
I'll tell you what. Make it through this Umbral era, and maybe we'll discuss this in full detail. Deal?
Well, I guess, yes.
Good. And again,
Rowan's just like furrowing her brow, just look at him now like, okay, what the hell's about to happen?
and he goes, by the way, I will respect your privacy, and I'll try to keep myself from watching anything that you all do. But if you happen to be doing something that piques my interest, I'll swing by.
Okay, then I know to be very concerned the next time I see you. Rowan just kind of playfully winks and walks away really quickly because she just realized she winked at an Asian.
He's like,
oh my god, what the hell? She's saying that in her head as she's like walking really quickly
It's
away
like,
from
it's like, not only did I just wink at an Asian, I winked at a taken Asian. And you've seen what both of them can do.
No, it wasn't like that kind of wink. It was like a playful kind of thing. I was not doing a flirty wink. It was no. It was not a flirty wink.
You take a moment to look back, and there's just like a very startled-looking kid in the middle of the road, like, what the fuck just happened? And just starts walking away.
And if he turned around and looked, he would see Rowan just like face palmed and shaking her head like, what the fuck did I just do? What the? In general, it's having that. What the fuck was that entire conversation? Anyway, Rowan is basically now at this point walking very quickly toward the quicksand.
You get to the quicksand, and everybody but Yedrin is there. Kato, you rolled a perception to see how much the layout has changed. The layout hasn't changed much, however, you do note that the city is more tiered now. So that above the streets where everything was kind of already top layered, they've built bridges and the like over it that have been strongly reinforced to make these archways, so that now there's a higher tier going up, and then you can see there's another tier above that. So now it's 3 tiers up, and then there's 3 tiers down.
Great.
Though, as you look up, you can see that the very highest tier just looks to be nothing but a garden with little waterfalls coming down and supplying water to the rest of the city.
Ready.
All right, Rowan. So you walk into the the quicksand with everybody else.
I immediately look for Dak.
Dak is relaxing at a table with a cup of tea.
Is she a Makote or is she a...
She's Makote.
Okay. So Rowan settles down at the table and she goes, had an interesting conversation with Ben Daniel's husband,
Oh.
as well as an interesting conversation with Cocoa Bean. Have you had any rumblings about any earth elemental going on around here lately? Have you heard anything?
I didn't think to listen. I can ask if anything's wrong, if that's what you want.
According to Cocoa Bean, there was two abnormally large earth elementals in Soldau, where Mama Cat has gone to deal with injury. Considering that the elements haven't been very happy lately, that's kind of concerning me, especially because it's my Mama Cat that's over there.
Zach looks a little worried and rubs her chin a bit. I mean, like I said, I can see if they'll talk to me or not.
If you could, just so I don't know, it just doesn't seem right.
There's no guarantees, so she just kind of closes her eyes and just kind of starts doing the whole relaxing, trying to listen to the element type thing.
Okay.
Don't know if there's anything I have to roll for that.
Don't you have a commune with elements spell?
Not that I know of that I have on my sheet anyway.
Okay.
I never put that on my sheet.
All right. Mentally ask your question, then roll a diplomacy.
Okay. Dax thinks, is there anything going on nearby that I can help with that would help you? And then roll a diplomacy.
As you start to think and you make this question and ask it, the sensation of a spring of water comes to your mind. Then the slow rumbling of the earth, the stretching rocky plain, high mountains appearing above you. Slowly but surely you focus and you see this tiny crystal, bright yellow, far, far off in the distance. And this low rumble enters your head. No, child of Gradania, of the Green, we require nothing of you here.
There are golems nearby that are hurting people. Are they yours?
Misunderstanding. Harm not intended. Golems seek to protect, but people cannot hear our voices. They rose in response to your kindness. They asked wanted to reinforce the garrison, but they were struck at and forced to protect themselves.
Oh no. Thank you for...
One who shares your gift is there. We will speak with her.
Thank you very much for answering my questions.
Anytime, little one. Blessed are you who walks our path.
And then she opens her eyes and blinks a little bit. I think the golems are my fault.
Sorry, what did you say?
Dex says, I think the golems are my fault.
How did the golems your fault?
I planted that earth shard way back when. They wanted to help reinforce the garrison, but they got attacked, so they defended themselves.
Well, maybe we should tell Raban and his group about it. See if maybe they can, the elements now.
They said that there was someone who can hear the elements like me there, and they contact them?
Yeah, Mama Cat is a conjurer. Went to heal.
Oh, right. Well, hopefully she could... Hopefully she'll hear them and can help out. I mean, if you want to inform the old military, sure.
I don't know. I don't know. But to have a misunderstanding where the elements are trying to help and have people get injured out of...
Yeah.
I mean, there has to be some way. Or maybe something that can be done. I don't know.
Well,
I'm still reeling from the fact that I had a conversation with the asshole Asian.
were you at least polite?
Rowan just looks at her and is like, really? Did you just ask me that? I don't actually say it, but I just look at her
Her
like,
ears
really?
pin because she can read your face.
The man made fun of me, basically. No, of course I wasn't nice to him. Although, in the end, he didn't end up apologizing, so I guess I was gracious. And then, I don't know, it's just the conversation that we had was strange. I really walked out of the guild feeling a little weird about the situation, and then him asking if I was going to have it checked out, or if I was going to take what Coco Bean said.
So he basically...
The seed of doubt was already there.
So he essentially was like, look into it, and poked you towards me, huh?
I was already going to come to you anyway. Like I said, my seed of doubt was there before I even walked out.
Okay.
I mean, it almost feels like my family's been in like the wrong place at the wrong time way too many times recently. That in the conversation, he's talking that they're pushing us toward a confluence.
Confluence?
And then he's like, if we survive the next Umbral era, he'll explain everything. A convergence, not confluence, convergence. So basically he's trying to push all of humanity into converging where we will no longer exist, but something else will take in our place. That's the gist of what I got from Aswalassian.
As you're talking, her head slowly tilts, looking confused.
I'm as confused as you, but if we're going to converge into something, we're not going to survive this.
I'm still not sure if I get it, but I'm pretty sure we'll figure it out. I'm not sure.
Or let's just make it to the next era and sit one of those assholes down and have them explain it.
Good luck. That's not really gonna happen. And she sips her tea.
That they're not going to. No, he made a deal.
Hmm.
Asians don't. Well, I don't know. Do Asians even? Never mind. I don't know why I'm even thinking about this.
I know about as much about Asians as you do, so.
But I don't think we'll be seeing Daniel for a while.
Alright.
He was actually doing her a favor by returning another body to a graveyard.
Hmm.
Ugh, it still creeps me out that all of a sudden, poof, he was there. Poof, he was watching the whole thing with me and Marcel.
Really?
I didn't tell you that, did I?
I don't believe so, no.
I went to see Marcel to see how he was doing, and then took him out to dinner, and we had a conversation. And Marcel basically said that he had still thought about us settling down, getting a place, and having children, and realizing, and we of course realized that I'm not that person. And
slowly nods.
And that was the end of that. And, I mean...
Are you alright after that?
It just... I love Works. He's a pain in the butt.
He's our pain in the butt.
Exactly. And... I never really thought that after everything that I put him through that he would even still harbor those thoughts. I mean, it was mind-boggling, and it was just also too putting a pin in my own future. And realizing that, I mean, even what the Asian said, Helmut, with if we make it through to the next umbral area. I mean, if we make it through, there's no guarantee there'll be little Rowans running around. Or maybe a Mr. Rowan.
Oh. I hope there's little tarts running around at some point.
I mean, if you're with a Makote, wouldn't it be like a litter of little tarts?
She blinks slowly. I didn't even think of that.
Cam speaks up. Considering how long astral eras usually are, I think we're talking like very distant descendants at that point.
I didn't even know that you came in. Hi.
Oh, she.
Oh, and Tart, when you and I get a chance, I want to talk to you about something.
Oh?
When we get a chance.
Alright. I'm not sure what you need to talk to me about.
She looks over at her headband.
You suddenly just hear this tink tink right next to you, Rowan, while you're distracted. And there's a bottle of something in front of you.
Rowan looks around, looking at the bottle.
You turn to your side, you see Momodi's like standing next to you, like hip height.
Hi, Momodi, how are you?
Good, good. I thought you might like a drink, and the alchemist just brewed that one up.
Oh, thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
I'm fine. I don't think I'll have any.
It's It's not. It's not alcoholic.
No, I'm fine with my teas, that's all. It's calming.
Rowan pours a glass and she takes a deep sniff and then she takes a sip.
It fizzes. It smells like rolling berries. You drink it, and it basically tastes like strawberry or rolling berry juice.
But it's carbonated rolling berry juice.
Essentially.
Rolling berry soda.
You know, Tart, this is rolling berry. You'd like this. I know how much you love your rolling berries.
Can't stick to the air.
Rowan pushes the bottle toward Cam. Here. It's very light and refreshing.
Kim pours herself some Jack glass.
She tries some and it's just, tickles.
I think this might be a nice little thing to add into the ever popular and busy pandemonium.
I would drink this.
Yeah, me
too. I'd order it.
But yeah, I passed by on the way to the Aetherite.
I saw you.
Here.
I'm sorry. Never mind. I apologize for being rude. I did wave, and then I just had to get something done real quick before coming over here.
No worries.
So where are the other?
Not sure, actually. I mean, everyone's kind of scattered around. I figured everyone was eating. Or going to eat. I already ate before coming here.
I had a quick breakfast.
Oh yeah, that's right. This dinner time for us, but breakfast time for you, right?
Pretty much.
Well, I guess I think the only one I don't see around here is Yedrin.
I would say around this point, you say like you mentioned Yedrin. She's like, you can see her coming down the street, heading towards you.
But we're inside.
Right, you can see out the door.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Is the door open or closed?
Doesn't matter. Your Ellison eyes see all.
Speaking of,
I'm waiting for Ark to like virtually smack me.
Gold brick.
Ouch. Okay, I got smacked. I'm good.
okay, so after everyone's eaten, but still, so we go meet up with someone here.
Momo.
I thought.
Oh,
Well, she was just here a second ago.
She's still standing there.
Oh.
She's like,
Also,
I
I did
know
I was
I'm
going
short, but
You have to forgive them, they went through a lot.
My brain is not fully intact.
He just kind of hands over the letter. We were sent to ask you about a job in the tunnels, and we were told you would get us in contact with the correct people.
she looks at the letter and goes, "Oh, this is a while ago. But yes, they're still waiting on you. I believe Camilla there came and poked me recently.
Yeah, that sounds like her.
And
Kim just lightly dope slaps Cut on the back of the head.
Am I wrong?
believe you went over to talk with the Immortal Flames about that. There's actually a new officer over that whole issue now. If you would like to go speak with them, you would like to seek out Captain Mir. He's actually over by the tunnels. You'll find him down by the end of the Sapphire District. You want to head down there. You want to find Gizmos and Clinkers. Take a left further into the city. You want to keep going down the street past 2 roads and then hang an immediate right. Go down that alleyway, then a left, and you'll find where the tunnels start.
Cam just scribbles all that down hurriedly.
Captain.
Yes, his name is Captain Mir. M-Y-R. And also, I am sick of my Discord dropping out, so 1 second. Test 1 2 3. Test 1 2 3.
Hello, how are you?
How are you?
I might have to call my internet provider or defrag my computer, something. Anyway, after she says that and Camilla scribbles it down, what do you all do?
Where's Ark? Where's Ark? Oh.
Mentally in your head. It's just like mentally in your head, you just hear, I'm in your bed, keeping it warm.
Get out of my bed.
Off the bed.
Get out of my bed and also my head.
Get out of both of them. Where's Work? That's what I meant to ask.
Oh, that Work was here. I don't know.
Well,
He ran off like he was
on the
wanting to
link
do
pearl.
something.
I attack on the
as
link
of
pearl.
yet, he's not in Discord at the moment. I think the change made him have to reconnect.
I hope he wasn't trying to talk the whole time.
He's probably like, why is everybody ignoring me?
Yeah.
Oh, there he is.
Well,
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
Nah.
Okay, so I'm gonna tap on my link pearl. Like, Works, where are you?
Out and about.
Okay, well, we're all at the quicksand, whenever you're ready.
Well, I was kind of looking for a place for, you and me to eat tonight.
Whip. We're here on a job. We can wait on that?
Well, I thought we weren't starting until tomorrow anyway.
Are we?
It'll take them a bit of time to get things situated.
I guess. Never mind me then.
Momodi's like, they're ready for you now?
See?
Okay,
They've
well,
been
either way-
waiting for a couple, like 2 months at this point.
Yes, we've been horrible.
We've not been horrible. We've been underground. How many times? We lost how much time? And before?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's not like we've been sitting on our keisters not doing anything. I mean, also too, he was healing, pointing at where Works would be sitting.
Yeah, they were off like Andpor, the Dark Croft, all sorts of places, my buddy. It's been a busy couple of months. Couple of months.
Well, I'm not too far, so I'll head back now.
Alright, I was
Okay.
gonna give you the directions, but that's fine. Might as well
You
listen
know
to
me
me.
directions, I'll find a way to get lost.
I'm surprised you're not already lost in Ulda.
Who says he is?
He probably is. Yeah.
What's around you right now?
Oh no.
Some buildings.
Anyway,
Okay,
we'll
that
see
doesn't
you
help.
soon.
finally sitting down, what I miss is out doing some last minute shopping.
Well, I guess if we're going to be heading straight away, I might want to grab a bite to eat before we leave. Although this Roland Berry juice is really good. Here, try some, Hunt. And I hand the bottle over.
Takes a sip.
Tastes like fizzy Roland Berry juice.
Yes, it's carbonated Roland berries. What do you think? It's refreshing, isn't it?
It's interesting. Oh man.
I could use a steak. Something like nice, thick red meat. Oh, I wanted potatoes and roasted zucchini. Your friend, your whatever you call her, the mousy person.
No.
What's that person's name again? Little Mouse?
It's okay. You could just call her Mouse.
Okay. It's really weird to call a Rogan a mouse. I mean, she's as big as Kato here. But anyway, she some potatoes and some zucchini, and I was gonna cook it up, and then hey, here we are.
Oh.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Yeah, some nice. I mean, I probably would have burned it to her crisp, but it would have been worth a shot to try.
Well, if we're gonna eat something, can I have some grilled mushrooms, Momodi?
Yes. We'll grill those up for you. Steak. All that. If you all are dining in, does that be 6 of you?
Yeah.
She says, very well, I will get that prepared. That'll be 4 gil a person, so 24.
Rowan hands over the gill.
I'm fine, thanks.
Okay.
Are you sure you don't want something to eat? Something to maybe bring
I eat,
along?
like, just before porting it over. Really, it's fine.
Okay.
And I've got rations.
I can eat and walk with these.
Alright.
Momodi,
Yes.
do you remember those wonderful? Excuse me. Can I get some more fresh fruit and some more bacon so that I could put them in my bag of holding to snack on for later? Because I don't do rations.
Very well. I'll just keep the 4 gil that you already handed to me and use that to prepare some victuals. Yes?
And some more of that Roland Berry juice. That's really good. I'd love some more of that.
Very well. And she
Thank you.
toddles off just like Dak would and goes and brings everybody back their orders. Your rations, Rowan, and hands them over.
Rowan stores her rations away into her bag. She's like, ooh, this is gonna be good for later. Making sure I have plenty of fruit for a tart too, as usual.
Get a couple oranges, an apple or two, almost like a full little jar of preserved Roland berries.
Fights the urge not to eat any of the bacon and closes her bag of holding and puts it down to focus on her steak.
Oh God, I forgot about that. Momodi says 24, and then she starts getting Yedrin's order, and you just see her eyes start to bug. She's like, head turns.
Make it 100.
That one's gonna owe me 12 on her own.
Well, she can pay her tab then.
She's like,
Yeah, I paid for everybody else. I paid for part of yours. You pay the rest of it.
she goes, are you sure you can eat all of that?
Oh yeah.
Yes, I can. And hands over the 12 gil.
Shakes her head and walks back. A couple minutes later, Minardi comes back out with a butter fried steak for Rowan. Big, thick New York strip cut and perfect diamond grilling. Big honk, because she heard you talking about it. thin cut slices of potatoes, salted and grilled down until they're nice and crispy, with little spears of asparagus. That you asked for mushrooms, so she basically brings you back these like little button mushrooms that have been grilled and covered in a white sauce on skewers. In between them are little cherry tomatoes, cubes of zucchini and the like. She just plops it down. Kato gets a nice hearty, basically a borscht in front of him, salted, just perfectly peppered down, little bits of celery floating around in it. Brings Works the same steak that Rowan got. And then she just sighs, and you see like 3 waiters come out with Yedrin's order. And there's this... basically 2 whole eels that have been skinned and roasted completely. So there's just this faint aroma covered in this thick sauce, this dark brown sauce of little flakes of pepper chopped into it and rolling across it. Obviously it's like, and it smells spicy coming off. Then there's this wok full of fried rice next to it, just put down. And then all these little bowls of like pickled ginger, lemon, and various other toppings like bamboo shoots and beets and little things like that, just all set out in front. And she goes, you also had, I believe, 3 raptor shacks. We'll have those out shortly.
Jesus!
Surprised. Also, we will have the 4 baked potatoes out to you shortly. And your salad.
Thank you, and sorry for the surprise big order.
She's like,
Rowan is just like looking at the food like, damn. I eat a...
She's eating her skewers, shaking her head.
I think he needs a whole table just for her. And there's still more coming out. Where are we going to put all this stuff?
Oh, it's gonna go down Yedrin's gullet. You remember how Aesir ate, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
I think, okay.
Anyway, you all sit down and eat. For the next hour and a half, you kind of watch as tiny Yedrin...
Oh no, I'm not watching. I'd be grossed out. I'm just
Here's the thing.
I'm not watching at all. I'm just looking at my steak and stealing bits of Works's from time to time.
Regardless, she eats very politely and cleanly, but all of it disappears. Like, the only thing that's left of the eel that's done is just the skeleton. Like, even the sauce has like been scooped up and put over the rice and mixed together from time to time. All the toppings are gone. The potatoes, each of them slathered with butter and sour cream, chives, things like that, gone. She even eats the skin, which have all been like roasted till they're crunchy. Everything is gone. Just like a couple of empty bowls and plates. Modi comes back out and is like, how?
I'm surprised the plates are still there, honestly.
Rowan is like, and I promise Kato did not help. It's all in her. I don't know where she puts it anymore.
I was
Like an
watching and
abyss.
I still don't know.
It's like her stomach is a giant abyss.
To be fair,
It's just, Rowan, you say that, and there's just another It is. You just hear this like voice in your head go, "It is quite vacant."
Ooh.
Wait a minute. Out of character. Why the hell is Hunt's like octopus demon-y thing talking in my head?
I don't know.
Because fuck you, that's why.
I look over at Hunt and I'm like, I look over at Hunt and I'm like, keep your magic bullshit in your head and out of mine. I have enough magic stuff in me. Thank you very much.
Momodi's standing there like, what?
Don't ask. Don't ask.
It's just a memory going on.
At that point, Camilla gets the voice, and it's like, I don't know. I guess.
That's just rubbing her forehead, just rubbing her finger over her little forehead jewel. Well, when you're all done, I'm ready to
It
go.
was not funny, Katarina. Turning on and off the light is not a practical joke. You need to work on that. Sorry.
I was gonna say it's not your fault your child's an ass, but then I'm like, oh wait.
Might want to back up.
I'm
on
sorry.
That one.
What?
Might want to back up on that one, bro.
Wait a minute. What? Seriously, Kato? She's 6 years old. That's the height of what she thinks is funny.
Fair enough.
Are you kidding me? I mean, I'm sorry. Yes, you may. I'm going silent for a little while.
Oh.
Sorry.
Okay.
Well then.
Moving on.
I'm going to say that the party at this point has eaten. If you want to proceed to the cavern tonight, you may, or you can go in the morning.
I'd be fine with proceeding tonight.
Tonight's fine.
My lance hand is
I'm
getting
most
itchy.
awake.
What was that, Fiona?
Cam said, I have most awake tonight.
Alright. Well then,
My lance hand is getting itchy. I need to hit something.
you all head, you make a quick aetheryte hop, jump down to the Sapphire Avenue. You get down there, and with Camilla having written down the directions, you follow it down, and as you arrive, you see a single individual kind of seated on a little tripod, is the best way that you can think of it. Kind of lean forward, looking down at a fire, and you can see a pair of long bunny ears. Jet black.
Hello?
Kind of turns his head very slowly, looks down at you, stands up, gets up to full height. Even without the ears, he's about head with Kato. And he goes, "Yes, can I help you?"
We're here for the mapping job of the tunnels.
Agents of Mayhem reporting for duty.
Yes.
He looks down at Camilla and Deckwall, and he goes, "I was told to expect a demure Lalafell, accompanied by a tall, chestnut-headed Ellison. The rest of you match the description, along with a lively, auburn-headed moon keeper female.
Dex ears droop. Oh,
Our Ellison companion has other things to attend to.
and whoop, Lalafell. I'm the Lalafell.
I see. Well then, I won't keep you for any longer than you aim. And he points over, and there's just like this gigantic hole in the ground that's going down into tunnels. It's actually sloped, and you can see where they've kind of constructed stairs going down already. Here are the tunnels. They lead directly underneath the city and into, well, the tunnels that we would like explored. We haven't hit maximum depth yet, but we're assuming probably about 3 moms down at the deepest point. Be our
All right.
guesstimation.
That's quite a distance.
Have any engineers verified structural integrity?
Kind of scratches his head and goes, "We haven't seen anybody down there." I've gone down a bit, not too far, mind you. I'll give you this fair warning. As I was walking down there, I felt a twitch on the back of my neck. Sensation of being watched. And I would always hear the faint scuffing of rock here and there.
Lovely.
Never saw anything. But then again, it's dark.
So likely some of those skittery little assholes.
I didn't exactly hear skittering. Just something scraping against the stone.
Given what it is, there's probably goblins of some kind down there.
Potentially.
Well, it can't ever just be like, we go down there and there's like a surprise party waiting for us. With
You know
cake
exactly why.
because we're
Rowan just
Yeah.
smacks works.
You just see the Vera just raise an eyebrow very slowly. Right.
There's a reason we're called the Agents of Mayhem.
Also, I couldn't think of anything better. Anyways,
I mean, it
thank
fits.
you. Thank you for your time. We'll head in.
Very good. Safe travels. He sits back down.
No, what's going on?
What is with the bunny people lately? I've never seen a bunny people before.
Shut up,
And
Marcus.
it's like, as you say that, he looks at you and he says,
No offense, I've just not seen a bunny person before.
They're called Fiera.
Okay.
he very calmly looks at you and he says, myself and about 12 others came into Eorzea proper from the great woods between Zelfatol and Gridania roughly 3 years ago. I don't know how many others traveled with me. I know that one of my companions headed toward Ishgard, and I hadn't heard from him since. Another 3 joined the Gridanian military, and more or less were used for reconnaissance, ranging, things of that nature. What I
All
seem to know.
12 of you male?
Yes.
There was a really hot one, really well cut. That was. Never mind. I'm not saying it. I'm shutting up now.
That pinches the bridge of her nose.
Raises an eyebrow again. As for Females, while it is rare for any of us to leave our great wood, I know a number in Gridania doing their thing. I know several in Opernaeus as well. We keep in touch. It can be lonely in these cities. There's only one other male Vira that I know of in Ul'dah, and only one other female Vira that I know in Ul'dah.
Well, again, I don't mean any disrespect. I lead a sheltered life until recently. I've never seen one before.
So
And I've now seen two, so
he just goes,
I just had to say something.
it's fine. I get it rather often. Camilla, what were you trying to knowledge local on?
Cam was trying to get an idea, trying to recall if she heard what was going on with Vira before.
She knew of them. Knew that they never really left the Great Wood, except on rare exceptions. Females being far more common than males. However, she's pretty well established in Ul'dah, right?
No, she's more focused on Gridania, in
Focused
the Eastern Fallswood area.
Then, yeah, she knows about the 3 male Vira officers within the Twin Adders. And she's seen a couple Vira walk around Gridania. Obviously, they're still rare enough that anytime one walks around, people kind of like stop and are like, huh? But otherwise, they're rare, but she knows they exist.
Okay.
Dak. Anyway. So yeah, he's just sitting there. He's just looking at you all, waiting for you to go in or leave.
Dax, go again.
I'll go with that.
Cam's following.
Following it.
Rowan's casting a light spell on her stab and is going in. I'm not going in the dark.
All right.
Yeah.
Gets the shield ready just in case and just heads in.
You all walk in, and as you go down, it's very quiet for starters, and it just slowly ebbs and flows deeper and lower the further down you go. At first, as you're heading down, you can see a very established walkway. It's almost like basically you're sinking down the various levels of Ul'dah, but in the darker sections. You keep going down, and here and there you'll like see a crack, and you can look in, and you can see like the inside of somebody's shop from the rear end, but it's like only like a pinhole, and you're like, oh, okay, cool. You keep walking, and slowly you start to come to a more open section, and I need everybody to roll a perception as you hit this more open section. Well, I see everybody is rolling crap tonight.
Seems so.
I just make up for it to having enough stat.
Yeah.
My perception is always crap.
Yep. Regardless, you all start to gaze around very slowly this area, and you kind of you smell.
What's up?
Yep. You smell water, and you look over, and you can kind of see these various lines of aquifers kind of splitting off in different directions. Tiny little water crystals placed down, kind of almost endlessly spouting water off and driving it to different sections of the city. You keep looking around, and this
Is anyone else having trouble?
A little bit.
Sorry, Artie.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Discord!
I think it was everyone on my end anyway.
Yeah, that's why I told Discord to go fuck itself.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, as you look around, you can see these aquifers leading off in all sorts of different directions. You see the openness of this area continuing to space out, and you see little pillars here and there supporting everything. And you realize that you're more or less in the water system of Gridania at this point.
Ulda.
Ulda. I'm sorry. Thank you.
Yeah.
Ulda. The crystals themselves giving off this faint blue light as you look around. And at this point you recognize the room you're in is probably somewhere between it's about the size of a football field.
Jeez.
A Canadian football field.
Also, Kato, please roll your.
Yeah, because I know the difference.
Canadian football fields are, I believe, an extra 20 yards.
So, me, Works, and Hunt get an extra crit window.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay. So you guys are in this room, and as you look around with Rowan's light, you do see that there's a kind of a mural going around the room. Different, all the pigmentation of it is gone at this point, but you can still kind of see these faint outlines of what appear to be ancient Ulda.
Dax got a little book out that she's kind of drawing a small map on. She's got Scotch on her shoulder giving her light. Are those murals? Itch.
So Rowan has pulled out her baby dragon
Mm-hmm.
and is walking around, and she's also examining the area and the walls.
All right.
Just
As you look around at the walls, Rowan, and you look at them more closely, you can see it looks like at some point, just by examining everything, whenever these murals were made and existed, it looks, just from your basis of knowledge of how Ulda is structured, it looks like at some point Ulda was almost twice the size that it was today. However, you see basically where the walls are sort of built now, the actual inside of the city was like half the size, but there was this outstretching of various encampments and housing outside of the city.
so Rowan's going to pull out her book and start sketching the murals. At least making a rough copy of them.
Okay. Likewise, as you start to walk around and sketch them further, you look and you can see like a higher up mural that shapes Ulda, and then you can see what looks to be the ruins of another city beneath it, with Ul'dah on top of it, kind of like built on a flat above it. And then you look down and you can see it looks like a network of tunnels underneath Ul'dah. And then this network spreads out and starts to cover the rest of the walls.
Rowan calls over to Tart. Hey, Tart, take a look at these.
Toddles over. Huh.
What do you make of this?
I didn't know the city was bigger.
What was here before Ul'dah?
Sealed.
Looks over at Kato. I'm sorry, say that again?
What do I know about my hometown?
I may have mispronounced the town earlier because I thought it was Sul'dah.
Oh, you mean like Solda? Okay.
Ah.
Yeah. Yeah, Dak, you know that Ul'dah was built on top of Sul'dah. So before Ul'dah was here, there was Sul'dah.
Ah. Oh. Ul'dah was built on Solda. Okay.
Sildi. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Sul'dah is the town outside of Ul'dah where the golems went. Sorry. Sildi.
Soldi.
And where we found the cows.
Cows. Anyway. So, yeah, Ul'dah was built on top of the other city. That's great. So are we gonna find ruins of the past town down here?
Rowan, do you continue to trace the tunnels that you see down at the bottom?
Yes.
Alright, you follow them, and while you're casting light, you find it connects to 5 other cities that you... or 4 other cities that you don't recognize.
Okay, so, hey, Tart, do you see these interconnect? Do you know the names of these cities or anything about them? As she continues to sketch it in her...
Dex just kind of following along behind Rowan now. I'm not exactly sure. I mean... She kind of looks at him curiously. I don't know of any towns that would be connected like this, at least.
Interesting to see a catacomb of sorts. Wonder where else these would lead into or out of.
Do they look like fairly big cities, or?
Yeah, they look enormous.
So, out of game, would these be like the ruins that they have found all over the place, like the one in where you go and close the void scent in outside of Camp Drybone?
No.
Okay.
With the knowledge history, the best you can think of is that this is a record of some kind from when Sil'Deh still existed, and possibly well before.
Okay. Well, these cities could be long gone by now.
Because,
most likely are.
Dak, with your knowledge of history, based on the layout that they're showing with Sil'Deh on there, the original mural wasn't actually showing Ul'dah; it was showing Sil'Deh. So the big one is showing Sil'Deh built on top of another city.
So there's something underneath the city that Ul'dah is built upon. There's another bigger city.
Built upon the bones of the bones.
Okay.
Aren't calamities wonderful?
No.
So, do these murals go up any higher up onto the roof or under the ceiling where we can't see it?
No, they don't. They stop. Camilla, with your knowledge history, what are you looking for?
She's trying to recall if she knows the predecessor city to hold on, Sylvie.
She doesn't. As far as she knows, Silde was far back as it goes. She knows there were settlements and cities and the like, but she doesn't know anything about anything Silde built on top of.
Huh. Never heard of a city before Sylvie before.
I haven't either, really.
That's it.
Well, I'm pretty sure they'll have any number of scholar types coming down and looking at these. Should we move on?
Hey, quick question.
Yeah.
Where did the Vera say they were from?
Greatwood.
Yedrin,
Mm-hmm.
please roll a perception.
Okay.
Nice.
Yedrin, you feel a tingle on the back of your neck, and then the intense feeling of something standing behind you.
Gonna definitely react to that.
You're going to react to it? How are you reacting?
Thinking. I'm trying to think of what the best way you would react to something like that. That's probably like ducking while.
Swatting.
Yeah.
So you
Kind of
basically-
leg sweep.
So you like, whip around and like try to smack it?
Yeah.
Are you using your weapon or just your hand?
Weapon.
Oh god.
Okay.
Kim is declaring a parry attack.
Works has hit the floor.
Work. Yedrin spins around, and you just all hear this as the axe comes out, and she swings, and it drifts underneath, and all you all see at this point, after she's done swinging, am I roboting or am I okay?
You robotic
Roboting.
thing.
Fuck you, Discord.
Should we switch back?
It doesn't matter if I'm on south or east or nothing.
It seems to
It's-
be his internet.
I don't think it's my internet. I think it's just Discord being shit.
Well, your camera also stuttered. That's why I
shit.
think it was your internet.
That may be then.
I don't know how much better I can get my internet to go.
I boosted
Uh,
up.
I'll restart my router next time before we do this. See if that
Okay.
helps. Regardless, Dodrin, as you swing around and go underneath this thing, there is a very... You strike through nothing, and you see about...
Roboting again.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say ow.
Rip headphones users.
Ow.
Yep.
So I have fans
Oh, I
and
stepped up
ACs
there.
on.
That's funny.
Yeah, I did too.
Yep.
That'd be awkward connecting.
Yeah, because I cut the camera off. In rage.
No, that was rage.
Discord savage.
Jeez.
Discord Ultimate.
You love me, R.
I know.
He doesn't love this.
No.
No, I didn't say he loved Discord. I said he loved me. Big difference.
Okay. Regardless.
So Hunt is swinging.
Hunt, you swing and your axe goes through nothing. And you see floating now at the edge of the ceiling after you had swung is this pale white, almost completely see-through fish-like creature with bright red eyes. And it's just floating there, and it swims back down, and it looks almost like a clownfish, except its little stripes are pitch black, and you can see its heart beating inside of its body. You can see its gallbladders and everything just kind of expanding, and it swims very slowly.
Can anyone else see this?
Yes, everybody can see it.
I'm just gonna react to Hunt. Hey, watch where you swing that damn thing.
What was that?
What in the seven hells is that?
What? Rowan looks up. Oh, hello.
Well, we found this place's magic bullshit.
Is it magic?
This doesn't even look like magic, it just looks like a fish.
Out of water.
Yes.
In the air.
Hello? Very tentative.
It just kind of very casually flips its flippers a little and then kind of lowers down and
Hunt, can you talk to fish?
spins around one of the aether crystals and then like starts swimming through the water.
Does anybody have a worm?
You know, I never thought I'd meet a fish that I wouldn't want to eat, but there it is. That was creepy.
I don't think you could eat that even if you wanted to. And if you can eat ghosts, I have more questions.
I'm somewhat curious on what that even was.
I think we all are.
You just watch it swims down the little stream and then dives down beneath it and goes through a wall.
Should we follow it?
It just went through a wall.
Well, under the wall.
Okay, so then we have, Hunt break down the wall and we continue forward.
Let's run another way around, how about?
Yeah.
We should try to trace the path it took.
Dex just taking notes on the map. I'll lead on.
Rowan writes down on hers, ghostfish found.
Oh,
Wolf.
Oh!
Oh no.
What was Camilla trying to do?
Trying to lead the group down a path.
Tripped and fell.
But the way the stream went.
Oh, no.
Okay, she just walks over the stream and kind of gets to it, and then goes full cat and starts trying to reach under the wall, just getting her arm wet in the process.
Oh.
Kato. We'll follow that trail. That trail.
Essentially.
Yeah, Cam, what are you doing?
Trying to figure out where it went. Of course.
How deep is this stream?
Hunt, go find out.
How deep is it? Well,
Is it a real stream? Is it...
Camilla's arm can lay in it and touch the bottom with her hand and wrist and all that still being dry.
Okay, so it's just a little itty bitty like trickle of water.
Yeah, this is like an L and deep at most.
No, it's very constant.
I was thinking that maybe she was only doing part of it. So I was just wondering.
Mm-hmm.
Cam just doesn't recognize that what she's doing is odd. Just keeps going.
Rowan goes over and she goes, "Cam, let's try a different route. This is not the way to go."
Okay, fine.
I was gonna say, he's just gonna take a quick look and, like, how big is the opening that fish went through, anyways?
It was a ghost fish.
I'm pretty sure that thing wants to go.
It's about this. It's about the size of a mouse hole. Not very big.
Okay,
It's
so can we shrink somebody down?
You're not going to try and shove me through a hole.
I didn't say you.
It's big enough that most of you could fit your arm into it. Kato could get, like, maybe his fist.
Not saying a word.
Unless you want me to break down the wall, I don't think we're going the same way as the fish.
Let's not
Anyone
break
got a
down the
10-foot
wall.
pole?
What was
No,
that?
no, let's not break down the wall.
Okay, anyone got a 10-foam pole?
I do not.
Looks over at Works. You got spears.
Just backs up. No. I don't know what you're talking about.
You're not touching my babies.
Come on, let's poke the hole with one.
Which one would you like?
Oh no.
Because one is probably gonna freeze it, the other one's gonna absorb it with the magic stick.
Just size, we just behind their back and take a huge ass arrow.
Oh, that's right. I have arrows. I forgot about that.
Dax just gonna be wandering
Right.
around a little bit.
Well, because here you can have one of my arrows. Not like I use my my
roll
bow very
perception
often.
as you're walking around with Scotch, like, on your shoulder. You walk around a bit, and about 45 feet to the left, where everyone's focusing,
Mm-hmm.
there's an archway that leads down.
Guys, there's a doorway over here.
Yeah, but it's so far away from the stream.
I figured this way down. I was just wondering if you honest if Cam really wants to poke the fish.
I was just humoring her, but yeah, let's find a different way.
Oh, fine.
You might see it again later. Who knows how deep the water goes?
Good point.
So you all proceed to
Of course.
Yeah.
Rowan looks over at Hunt. So, did you have like some kind of weird tickly feeling?
Yeah, the way I swung is because it felt like something was behind me, and I guess weird fish counts.
Was that all you felt? How did it actually feel? Was it tingling? Was it all over? Was it your abyssy thing in your head?
It was mostly just a tingle at the back of my neck like something was there.
Oh, kind of like the feeling you get when a fish swims between your legs when you're in the water?
More like, probably closer to the feeling of someone standing behind you.
Okay. And Rowan's just gonna head towards the other door now. She was just curious of the experience.
Okay. The rest of you continue to walk through this archway, and the path gets a little narrow. And as you're walking through, you realize you're just going forward, you're not going down. And after a few moments, the smell of water gets a little stronger, and you step through another archway. And as you walk through, Dak, I need you to roll a reflex, since I'm assuming you're leading the way since you were the one who found it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Let's see, reflex. Oh,
You take a couple of steps, and you're like, da 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 da, walk, and you take one more step, and your foot comes down, and you're used to being a little lighter on your feet than most, mostly because of walking about, trying to make sure that your parents didn't know what you were doing, avoiding them. Likewise, spending so much time around Makote, you learn not to put too much pressure down at once. And you've got your foot almost 2 feet ahead of you. You take a step, and right as it would have hit level with where your other foot was, you don't feel anything.
whoa.
You go, and you just leave it level there for a second, and then very deftly you pull it back and push the light forward. And there's a 600-foot drop in front of you with various trickles of water flowing downward into this swirling whirlpool that then twists around and sends water flowing back up.
Very quickly puts her arm out. Whoa.
What? Oh my god!
Oh.
Well, hey, you can fly at least.
Yes, I can, but falling is still scary.
That doesn't look really fun to fall into.
No, it's definitely not.
Well, in worst case scenario, I am prepared with feather falls.
Just looks around, like...
Okay. You look around and you can see that it's set up very much Colosseum style. Every 20 to 30 feet down, there's another opening, and they kind of circle all the way around, and you can see water flowing around it in concentric rings, not concentric rings, in equivalent rings all the way down. The water flowing up, flowing to the left and the right, flowing down. And it seems to cycle down, and you can see impurities in the water down below, but when it starts flowing back up, it's completely clean.
Okay, now this is...
So dirty water goes down, clean water comes up.
Yes.
Sorry, that was Yedrin's perception. Did we see that too?
I would say Yedrin is relaying it, but that's up to you. Do you relay that, Yedrin?
Yeah, I'll relay it.
Okay.
So it's like some kind of magical filtration system? Yeah.
Rowan casts Will-O-Wisp,
Will-O-Wisp?
and Will-O-Wisp, that's what I meant. I don't know why I said wasp.
Will-O-Wisp
It kind of-
terrifying.
I know, right? And kind of sends him down the hole to try to illuminate it so he can see it a little bit better.
All right. Just as a note, Rowan.
Yeah, they're gonna blow up. I know.
Okay.
What?
That is if they don't touch
I can't wait. I
instant
can't
pass
dissipate
zones.
them. I can't dissipate them without them blowing up.
Okay, yeah, you could dissipate them, but all right. So
That's
you.
Oh wait, no, I have dancing lights. I'm not gonna do that. I'll do dancing lights instead, just to be on
That's what
the same side.
I was like,
I forgot.
That's a bit of a major spell to be using for scouting.
Not only that, I'm sitting here thinking like, you're in a tunnel, and this is the stuff that's supporting what you're standing on, and you're gonna make 5 explosions.
Yeah, no. I forgot about my dancing lights. My apologies.
Okay.
I said down dancing light orbs, not wisps.
Okay. You float the orbs down, and as they go into the first one, you can see it basically it goes into a slight chamber, and you can see a singular crystal pillar in the center of the chamber going up, and they're all this one is water aspected. And you look around and you can see it's only inside of that chamber, and the chamber only goes back maybe 20 feet. And the pillar is slowly rotating.
So basically, it's a whole shit ton of dead ends with no guarantee of any of them leading anywhere. Well, unless you want to try and travel through water pillar.
That's your job.
It's not even a proper water pillar. It's more like a crystal pillar.
Where are you trying to look, Ron?
I was looking a little bit deeper at the pillar, just to see if there's any kind of markings, anything similar to the markings that we saw in the first chamber.
Looking at it closer, you can see that the top half is rotating left, the middle is rotating to the right, or rather, the top is rotating counterclockwise, the middle is rotating clockwise, and the bottom is rotating counterclockwise. And as they grind against the top part, water is pouring out and rolling down into these filters, or not filters, slots, what do they call them? Drains, beneath it. And as it rolls down, you look beneath and you can see that the water then spreads out in a spider web style outward to all these different areas.
And do these tunnels, do they match like similar? I was thinking like the branching out of the port of the mural that we saw.
Based on what you saw in the mural, it does not, and you're nowhere near deep enough to be within those areas yet.
Okay. Are we noting any other exits or entryways out of this room besides the one we just came in, and the 600-foot drop?
You look around the circle, and here and there you can see where it looks to have been that there was like a steel post and a railing that would have kept people to walk off, but they have fallen away with time, except for very specific areas. Additionally, you can see that there is probably about, as you go around the circle, there's another 9 entrances and exits on the level you're standing.
And so it's basically you'd have to be able to fly or set something up to get across to them. They might not lead anywhere, and
no, the circle's intact. The railing's not.
Well, we're here to map. I guess we start with one and take it down a bit, and then come back to another one. Because I don't know if it's a good idea to split up, or think about splitting up. You know what happens when we split up?
I'm somewhat worried about being on a path with no railing that's of questionable sturdiness. Is in a place with floating fish.
Looks over at Kato. Yeah, that is disconcerting. Well, we have a cat and 2 flyers. And a jumper. And you, if you fall in the water, you're fine.
I'm not sure how far I'd be falling into that.
How fast is this whirlwind? There's a whirlpool going, rather.
Enough to make whitewater.
Oh yeah, you don't want to fall into that.
Not to mention, it's like, what was it, 600 feet down? That'd be a pretty hard landing.
That would hurt. What kind of filter? We wouldn't be able to see the filtration system to see if it would be a painful one, would we?
You look down and you can see that it whitewaters in a massive circle around another crystal that's down there, and then it lifts up and continues to rotate and then spreads into another network and then starts going up.
So it's a So the crystal is what is doing the cleaning.
You guess.
I'm gonna try to get my sheet back up and just. Where's my detect magic?
Should be in your level 0, maybe?
Did I take that off my sheet?
First of all, I'm seeing if we fall, well, unless we can fly, we are very unlikely to live through the experience.
I've got Featherfall and some rope.
This entire time has been sketching out the rooms, making note of where all the entries and doorways are. So how sturdy is the walkway around?
Well, it's where you're standing right now. It's holding all of you with no issue. There's just no railing.
Okay. Well, we could just walk around. Someone should mark this.
I would suggest that we also secure each other with ropes, just so if someone starts falling, we can catch them easier without having to rely on noticing as much.
How wide is the walkway?
The walkway itself is wide enough that Kato and Works could walk side by side, and still have about a foot of space between the wall and the edge.
I think we'll be okay.
Well, I meant more like if a piece of it gets out onto someone.
Mm.
We'll get up the rope after I use my Featherfall. How about that?
That just lasts a long while.
No, it'll mean our safety net's already gone, so. Right?
Alright, should I go first?
I'm pretty well on my feet. I can go first if you want.
Alright. Lead on then.
Cam does indeed lead on.
Okay.
Jack will follow behind her.
You start walking. The path is sturdy and is wide, and honestly, you don't have any problems. You hit the next entrance. Do you go down it, or you go all the way around the circle?
Seemed just fine. Cam goes straight in.
Okay.
I'm just gonna follow along behind them just to make sure that they have an escort.
Are there any markings around the doorway to like indicate
Roll
anything?
perception.
Alright.
You look around it. There's a scratch here or there. There doesn't appear to be anything marking what tunnel this is or where you are. There's no plaques or anything.
Okay.
Cam conjures light on her focus crystal as she heads in and keeps it sharp.
Okay. As you walk further inward and go down, you can see that this one, you seem to have chosen the correct path because there's a stairwell that kind of goes down and then makes a little L and goes down further and keeps going around, almost like a full fire
Spiral?
escape. Not a spiral, like how our normal buildings are. They just
Hi.
switch back. They switch back over and over and over again.
Cam just makes her way down, slowly but surely, testing each step.
It's remarkably sturdy, and as you continue to go downward, you do smell mold, obviously. There's a few spots where you kind of push your foot down, and you can kind of feel a faint dampness, but nothing too out of the ordinary considering where you are. Eventually, after going down about 40 flights, it opens up again, and you can see another platform that you can come off of.
I'll clear down here!
Okay. Dak's gonna take her Traveler's Any tool and use it to make 2 big gouges, just like Roman numeral, like 2.
Okay.
And then she's gonna follow in.
All right.
He's just following.
It's following her down.
Yep.
Yep.
Down and down, down.
You follow downward, and as you come down, walking again down 40 flights of stairs, you end up on this platform, and as you look around, you can see this circular chamber that has 2 hallways branching off on either side, so 4 hallways in total. One heading to your left, one heading to your right, and then you look straight ahead, and there's this platform with a pair of openings looking straight into the bottom level of the filtration system, as you all called it, to where you can see the water swirling round and round, maybe only 10 feet below you.
Cam goes ahead to the platform. She wants to see if she can find that fish.
Roll a perception. You do not see a fish. However, as you walk forward, you can see that it looks like to be a little viewing station with little tables kind of lined up. And as you walk up toward one of the high back chairs, you get around it and look forward, and you see a moldering skeleton, still dressed in what looks to be official clothing, basically at this point turning to dust booklet in front of him, with the skeleton still holding a pen in its hand. The metal now completely rusted over, the ink long dried.
Dak?
Yeah, yes? Falling behind
Can
a
you
bit.
come over here?
Yes? Toddles on over. Oh, that's a skeleton.
That is a skeleton who looks to have died very suddenly. Also, a book that I don't want to touch.
Well, if you give me time, I can try and stabilize that book a little bit. But I don't know if it's worth it. Well, let's give it a try at least.
And while Todd's doing that, just gonna be looking around the room, maybe checking the halls quick.
As you cast Mending on the little book deck,
Mm-hmm.
it's so ancient that the action of like even putting your hands in front of it causes the air that is normally completely stifled
Mm-hmm.
to cause it to shift, and half of the book like just disintegrates. The pages that he's holding, though, seem to be a bit sturdier, maybe because they had pressure on them. And they restore a bit. The ink on most of the pages, there was none, so a lot of the pages are blank. But you can see the writing on the page that he was doing that is unfinished, and it says flow optimal, filtration optimal, no signs of blank. And then at the very bottom of the line it says consider contacting blank.
Well, I fucked that up. Seems to be a filter of some sort. We're right on that. They had
So,
sightings of something, but not sure what, and they reported to someone, but I don't know who.
Yedrin, with your perception, looking down the hallways, they seem to again kind of go since you're looking down the left paths, you see that the upper portion of it looks to be going in a circle to another platform. The left one, you open the door and gaze in, and it looks almost like an alchemy lab that has aged. Looking inside of the room with your... You don't have any light on you at this point.
I have dark vision.
Yes, but that's the point I was going to get at.
Yeah.
There's no color, so you see a bunch of vials with fluids inside of them, but they're all gray to you right now.
If anyone's good with the alchemy, I think I found a storage for alchemicals. And the other path seems to just continue on to another platform of some kind.
I wonder how this person died. Says Cam, contemplating poking the skeleton, but thinking better after what happened. Could you figure it out?
I can't exactly tell you. It's a skeleton. I mean, well, kind of stubs and things. That is a question. I mean, I have a spell I could use. Spells.
Karen's going to try to identify it just in...
There's no signs of puncture wounds. There's no signs of injury. There's no breaks in the skeleton. There's no signs of tear on the clothing at any of the vital locations. And there's definitely no signs of staining anywhere. So, violent means of any variety were not involved.
No trauma of any sort, no bleeding.
So, does that mean he just sat here and all of a sudden just keeled over and nobody came to help him?
Well, we can find out.
Dehydration?
Water everywhere.
Well, Hunt did say something about an alchemist guild, maybe gas.
Poison?
Well, not guild, but room.
Theon,
Yeah?
real question. Can a dead person even roll a will save?
Um,
Text, the corpse gets a will save to resist the spells if it were alive.
Okay.
yeah.
Really?
Interesting.
That's what it says in the text.
The question is, if he was a bureaucrat, if he has levels period.
Sorry.
There's a
This isn't second edition.
there's a the mouth like and you see
Oh wait are you
you see skin start to reappear as the face reconstructs very slowly, tongue coming back out. And you can see
Well, that's something you don't see every
you see
day.
the skin around the mouth, like the rest of the skeleton, untouched, but the throat, the lips, and the tongue, and everything around the face reforms, and the skeleton looks up, and these faint red eyes, like beads, forming. There's a
I hate casting this spell.
What the heck spell did you just cast?
Speak with dead.
Oh,
I was doing one that just creating an energy projection.
Huh?
Like, used Aether to project the form of its voice rather than
actually
constructing it.
reading the spell deck.
Huh?
I'll give it to you this time. It would not have been able to answer.
Really?
It says a damaged corpse may be able to give partial answers or partially correct answers, but it must at least have a
Oh.
mouth in order to speak at all.
Damn it.
I think jaws count as a mouth.
Yeah, but you can't talk without lips or a tongue.
I thought you said his tongue animated.
Well,
I did that. I did that specifically for flavor, so it could respond. A skull,
Okay.
a skull can't respond.
Yeah. Okay, thank you for at least giving me that.
Hmm. Anyway, it's looking at you now.
Dear. This is really dumb.
You get 5
Yeah.
questions.
Okay. What should we ask it?
Just gonna hold up a
Who
hand.
he is?
Ask him where we are, and then how he died.
He's not gonna know that.
About what was looking
He should
for.
know where we are, what the name of this town is.
I meant how he died.
Well, I mean, you know, we don't have to ask him that question. That's just rude.
Where are we?
You are in Silde Central Water Purification and Processing.
I don't know what else to ask it.
What it was looking for?
What are we looking for?
What was looking for?
What were the notes that he was taking about with the levels, and who is he going to contact?
What were the things that were... Oh, I'm trying to think how to word it. What were the things that did not... What creatures are in here that you had not seen and were reporting on?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Damn it. Weep.
That's why you.
What
That's what
was it you were looking for?
Yeah, what was it you looking for? I guess, yeah.
My job was to monitor the flow of water and if any contaminants went into the water supply. I merely monitored how fast the aether caused the water to flow and how good it cleaned. If any contaminants were to go through, we flooded the crystal with aether to stop it, went, cleaned it out, re-examined the aether, and restarted.
That's what, 3 questions now?
Yep, you have 2 left.
What else should I ask it?
Maybe something about security measures?
What are the security, are there any security measures around here that we should know of that are dangerous?
No.
Okay, so nothing we have to worry about that way.
What about, like... What, I mean, we know what he was doing down here, but...
Could always ask him ask him how he died. Maybe it wasn't as sudden as he thought.
Final moments.
How did you die? What were your final moments like?
I was gonna ask him the last thing you remembered.
Okay, last things you remember. Yeah, I guess that's kind of the same thing, though. What happened right before you died?
I'm dead!
I know, that was the thing. Is he aware of that? It's like, what?
There's a pause. Bright light. As if the sun had exploded. The sight of another researcher going still. Too still. Their body stopped and fell over stiff. My own became stiff, and then everything stopped. I remember my thoughts continuing for years, maybe a decade, as I felt my heart slowly stop beating.
That just covers her mouth.
I remember sitting here, everything going numb. The sensation of insects and air and time passing by. Until finally that stopped.
Sweet matron.
Then the bliss of nothing.
Well, return to your bliss.
All disappears, and the movement actually causes the entire skeleton to crumble into dust.
Deck chunky back.
Well, if I had to guess from that, spell, poison, indoor, and some kind of effect that directly attack the aether of the people.
And it's almost as though he was frozen and yet alive, like sleep paralyzed. You know that when you're awake, you can't move?
A stop?
Nothing can live that long.
If I had to guess, his body was dead, but his aether was staying attached overly long.
Ugh.
That's creepy. Let's
Yeah,
hope
or maybe
Razor
it was
calls
just a
that isn't
sensation.
down anymore.
Well, I guess all we really know now is this is the water purification and processing area. Wonderful.
And there was a bright light and people died.
Yeah.
Or were paralyzed.
Which direction was the skeleton looking?
Straight ahead.
So,
He was looking at the water and the purification thing, right?
Yes.
So bright light that came from in the purification might be from the crystal. Some kind of aether?
maybe?
Should we check this crystal out?
Well, we kind of have to at this point, I guess.
I can't really check it out. It's in the middle of a whirlpool.
We can still look
Fair enough.
as well as we can.
Also,
They had a way to stop it. They mentioned how to stop it. And they surely had a way to get over to it after it stopped.
Hmm.
Camilla, roll perception while you're saying that. Watch as the whirlpool twists around for a moment. You look closely, and while it's kind of worn away next to nothing at this point, you can see what apparently every now and then the water laps a little, and you can see that there's a bridge leading. There's several bridges leading out to the crystal.
Ah! See that? See that? Cam points and flicks her tail about excitedly.
well, he said aether surged the crystal to get it to stop. Would they do that themselves, or would they have a mechanism to do it for them?
I mean, this probably is like a city of mages or something. Thaumaturges do go way back. So, probably did it themselves.
Well,
If someone wants to look and see if there's a mechanism nearby, or if there's like a channel point where they would do it through, someone else can come look at these potions and see if there's anything of relevance. Or, well, not necessarily potions, but chemicals.
I'm not that good at that sort of identification.
Maybe there's like an instruction. Maybe there's an instruction manual for how this place works in there somewhere.
After what happened to the last thing we tried to fix up. Worth a shot.
Of course, I'm not entirely sure that I want to go channeling Aether to stop something until, a little bit, or can find a little bit more information.
We can barely hear you, Ron.
That's weird.
It.
Sorry.
I honestly think
Yeah, just want something
I think Discord is just having issues because it's not. It's me and it's Rowan and it's Works.
Rowan is coming through perfectly fine on me. Works hasn't been talking, and he has issues no matter what.
Oh no, on the computer I'm fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rowan didn't have any sort of connection issue. Her voice just went really quiet as if she was away from the mic.
I have a headset on, it hasn't moved, so I don't know.
Weird.
But all I said was, I don't really think it's time for us to go channeling Aether and trying to stop something until we have a little bit more of a clear understanding of things around here first.
Fair enough.
Give
Let's-
me 1 second.
Oh wow, that was a high squeaking noise.
Give me 1 second before we move on. I need to,
Stop squeaking.
No, I need to consult my inner.
Anyways, consulting his internet, he's coming through fine.
I think he said inner demons or something like that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, leave the inner demon alone.
Okay.
Deal with the squeak.
Roll a diplomacy because you're calling to Bahamut.
Fuck.
Not to mention, what's the Tom even supposed to tell you?
You might know more about history than I do.
Okay, you call him Bahamut, and there's a little. Yes.
Alright. So we're down these catacombs and trying to figure out more about the place. What was the place called, Tart? Silday?
Yeah, Silda. Or something.
What do you know about a place called like Silday, Tomato?
Nothing.
Do you know anything about the previous cities under Ul'dah?
I don't. Know, I don't even know what Ul'dah is.
He's been dead for how long?
Yeah, I know.
If it's not related to the Allegan Empire, I don't know. Or Mirror City, I don't know. I can't exactly, watch over the shit.
I know. I just don't know how much of the world you knew about before, things went south.
Well, now,
Ask me about Alg later, and I can tell you about that. Ask me about Mirror City later, and I can tell you about that.
Well, it's worth a shot.
By the way, that's your 3 questions. Don't talk to me again for a week.
A week?
It dissipates.
You look frustrated.
You would be too if you talked to him.
Oh god, I forgot to update Cam's stats. Not Cam's stats, skill.
Well,
Okay, so platforms going out to the crystal. Potions up there. She's just muttering to herself as she's like writing stuff down.
so, yeah, we gotta try and see what's in here.
That was a question to Cam.
Yeah, asking Cam if you guys try and see what's in here.
Yeah, sure.
Where you two go?
To the alchemy lab.
Okay. You said you have a light?
She does.
Okay. As you walk in, I need you to roll perception. Alright. Camilla, you walk in very slowly, bringing your blade forward and kind of waving it around. You get more color, and you can see a couple of alchemy kilns and various glass vials all lined up across the wall. As you're looking at them up and down for a few moments, you can see very few of them have retained a color that is not black. And several of them are kind of smoky on the inside at this point.
I'm no alchemist, but we probably shouldn't touch any of these ever.
And you slowly walk in a circle and start to look around. You can look at a table and you can see all these old alchemy things like laying down. And you look down at the floor and there's little piles of bone dust here and there.
Oh boy.
At that point, you turn your head once more, you look over at the wall, and there are 3 giant vats. Each of them surrounded by little metal containers, 4 crystals on either side attached to some sort of machine. And you look forward and you can see 3 brains, one floating in each of the vials.
Oh, what knowledge skill would be appropriate to figuring out what this contraption?
Knowledge engineering? No.
Oh wow.
with a burst of insight. Are you trained?
She is not.
Okay, with a burst of insight that normally doesn't come with you, but having no fucking clue how anything with engineering works because you have no knowledge of it naturally,
Echo bullshit.
you're going, I think these are preserving these and keeping them from dying. By the looks of it, they haven't swollen, so they're not absorbing any of the fluid. And additionally, there's no deterioration upon these. However, you are quick to note that where you've brained enough people to know what a brain looks like on the inside, these are kind of blue.
Oh my god. Are these brains so functional? Why are they blue? Dak!
She peeks in. What I think they are.
Yes, they're brains. They are magically preserved brains and they're blue.
I can see that with my eyes, yes.
Do you know why they're blue? I don't. I can just kind of puzzle out how this thing's working, or at least what it's doing. But the brains themselves, I have no idea.
I don't work with brains. I mean, I've seen plenty of them, but I couldn't identify these if I wanted to.
There's a faint moment of quiet as you're talking, and then one of the brains slowly tilts until it looks like it's
What the heck was that?
until it
Hello?
looks like it's facing you.
Okay,
And
that's
then
Did that brain just move?
then the vial starts to bubble,
Okay.
and then the other two do the same. All three bubbling, and that's where we're gonna stop tonight.
Okay, yeah, that's creepy.
Bubbling brains. Alrighty then.
I don't speak bubbles. I'm not a Sahagin.
Bubbly.
I don't think it's gonna speak bubbles.
I know.
I think it's gonna speak something that scared the